The Dee IceCats look to get back in the win column here tonight at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds against the Twin City Thunderbirds. Hello, everyone. I'm Tom Callahan, and thanks for joining us here. It's time for the head-to-head matchup between these two teams. As coming into tonight, PD 5-3-1-0, 16 points. That's tied for third with Columbus in the Continental Division. And Twin Cities still trying to figure it out after a bit of a rough start. They're 3-7-0-0, 9 points on the season. But both teams have made a trade coming into this game. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to preview what's going on for this weekend here as a pair against Twin City, the Thunderbirds hosting your Dee IceCats. So stay tuned for that. Also our chat with head coach Gary Graham. There's plenty more coming your way. We're back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Stanley Steamer. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides professional deep cleaning services and comprehensive care for a cleaner, healthier home. Butler's Men's Shop, your one-stop shop for men. Everything from tuxedos and suits to sportswear, we have it all. Integrative Health Solutions, your partners in health.
Life happens on your floors, but when dirt, spills, and messes take over, it's time to call the experts. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides a deep cleaning technology that removes dirt and allergens, leaving your floors fresh and spotless. Breathe easier and enjoy a cleaner, healthier home with Stanley Steamer. Call or visit us online today. Stanley Steamer, your home deserves it. In today's world, first impressions matter. Step into a realm of sophistication at Butler's Fine Men's Clothing. From timeless tuxedos and elegant suits to refined sportswear, Butler's offers a collection that defines class and confidence. Embrace the tradition, experience the luxury, and stand out with style. Butler's Fine Men's Clothing, where every stitch speaks volumes.
At Integrative Health Solutions, your health is our top priority. With our multimodal, polytherapeutic approach, we offer a wide range of services tailored just for you. From chiropractic adjustments to nutritional counseling and innovative therapies like low-level laser and dry needling, we are here to enhance your well-being. Take charge of your health with Integrative Health Solutions. Visit us today and discover a healthier you.
Da Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Da Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
No matter which four clips you walk into, you'll know it's special, and just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics and specialized equipment, from our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we're back here on IceCats Hockey. The pregame show is brought to you by Power Properties. Glad to have y'all on board as we're getting ready to go. As I mentioned, the first of two here tonight on the road at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. The Thunderbirds hosting your Dee IceCats. Both teams made a trade this week. Coming into this one, we'll start with the IceCats end, where the Dee IceCats acquired forward Danny Zychik from the Indiana Sentinels today in exchange for Colin Tracy. Now, Zychik, a 6'1", 205-pounder, has produced at a point-per-game pace in his North American career, so it's a very exciting offensive add for this PD team. He'll wear number 8. He will be in the lineup here tonight. Zychik has 12 goals, 30 assists, 42 points in 52 games. Now, he was a part of this HC Venom team last year when they were up in Hudson Valley. He had 33 points in 32 games. This season, Zajac has kind of bounced between a couple of different teams, but he comes over in a trade from Indiana for Colin Tracy. And Gary Graham likes what he sees, feels that Danny, quote, is a true 200-foot centerman, strong in the face-off dot. Now, why does that matter? Well, it means you're starting with possession. No matter what zone it is, defensive zone, offensive zone, neutral zone, when you're starting with possession of the puck, that does an awful lot towards making you a much more effective team. Puck possession means so much in today's game. So that's huge that he's a good center. But also, looking forward to seeing how he fits into the system here. He has extensive experience. He's 28 years old, has played mostly internationally around the world, around Europe, Israel. He's even played in New Zealand and has won a couple of championships. He won a gold medal at the under-20 Division 1A level at the World Junior Championships, has won the Belarus Cup, and has been part of 2 IEHL championship teams. So he carries that pedigree with him, and look to have him make an impact here and maybe help kick the scoring up a notch here in PD as the IceCats want a rebound from that loss against Columbus last week on Friday night. Now, another trade has been made, and it's Twin City that has made the trade. The Thunderbirds have brought in a big defenseman in Josh LaBelle. Now, I've actually seen LaBelle in this league before. He was in Columbus when I was with the River Dragons. He can quarterback a power play. He's a tall playmaker. He automatically becomes the Thunderbirds' team leader in assists. And right now, this Winston-Salem club is just looking for ways to jumpstart themselves. They've only won 3 of their first 10. That is not characteristic of this team. That is not normally how they roll. And so they really are trying to find a bit of an identity here and rebuilding their defense early in this season. And they're hoping that the acquisition of LaBelle from Danbury is going to go a long way towards doing that. All right, we've got more coming your way here on the Power Properties pregame show. We're going to take a break. We're going to go right in and hear from head coach Gary Graham. Then we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll get ready to drop the puck here at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. Thunderbirds and IceCats coming up just a couple of minutes away. This is IceCats hockey. And welcome back, everyone, here before the first of 2 games against the Twin City Thunderbirds. We're joined by head coach Gary Graham. Gary, we talked about it on the coaches show on Monday, but you guys haven't played a whole heck of a lot in the last couple of weeks. Take us through the process of this week after playing only 1 game last week, getting ready for the Thunderbirds.
It's been challenging the last couple of weeks for sure, but it's also given the guys time to kind of bond off the ice. I think that's an important part of the process, especially early in the season. So we've done some fun things with them. We went to Top Golf. They had a canoe thing last Sunday. They had a golf thing last Saturday. So, we're trying to use these extra days off, not only to a chance to kind of heal the bodies and rest the mind, but also as a chance to bring the group together off the ice.
I think that's an interesting insight for fans. Talk a little bit about that, because they see the on-ice product, right? But off-ice, that's pretty critical.
It is. The teams that back each other up on the ice, they're typically guys that are tight off the ice. So, I've been on both sides of that in my career. I've had some guys that locker rooms that are cliquey, where, maybe they don't fight and scratch and claw hard for each other on the ice, and that's because they're not doing things off the ice. So there's usually a pretty good direct correlation there. So in my experience, especially early on, again, new team, new organization, new coach, a lot of new guys playing with each other for the first time, that stuff's important.
That's also a great point, because, you as a coach trying to put together basically a new franchise. Some of these guys know each other, but it's really pretty new to everybody.
Yeah, there's obviously our Motor City clique. There's some little Hudson Valley clique of guys that played together last year, and some guys have crossed paths before. But for the majority of us, we're all new working with each other. For me personally, Miguel Diaz, our captain, Houston Wilson, our assistant captain, I've worked with those guys in the past, in Pensacola in some capacity. So those 2 guys I was familiar with, but everybody else are new projects for me.
Talk a little, if you will, about this Thunderbirds team. When you look at them on the tape, what are you seeing?
Listen, these guys, there's a reason they've been in the finals, the last 2-3 years or something like that. Very well coached. They're definitely not indicative of where their record's at. I've been on this side. He had to rebuild his whole decor. Some new guys on the back end, but up front, they are potent as they come. They got some guys that could really hurt you offensively. And then recently, they've really made some upgrades on their blue line, getting in Josh LaBelle. We know him, obviously, from Danbury, a very seasoned guy that can quarterback that power play, log a lot of minutes. They've also brought in Louis Bluff, that was started in the season with Columbus, a very good, young, talented defenseman. So, they've been addressing their team for where they feel like their deficiencies are. But they're a team, if you give them power play opportunities, if you let them play off the rush, they can really hurt you.
Also in a building that's notoriously hard to be a visiting team in, I imagine it's pretty important to the start of this game.
For sure. You know, we opened up this barn, you know, when their home opener, and it was a tough night. The second night they got us. We got them the first night, so it was very evenly matched games both nights. The second night, our discipline kind of got away from us, similar to what happened in the second period in Columbus. So, you know, we got to make sure that we manage the highs and lows. Whenever you're on the road, you want to make sure you don't put yourself in unneeded, harmful positions. That's taking care of the puck, you know, through the neutral zone, making sure you get it out at the blue lines and in at the blue lines, and making sure you're disciplined. All right, Gary. Well, that's a good lead into keys to the game tonight. For sure, puck management's going to be very important. You know, we got to get back to also being greasy. We stopped shooting the puck, you know, and getting to the net. I thought in Columbus, you know, we were a little perimeter for my liking, try to bring things into traffic as opposed to letting the puck do the work. So we got to get back to using one another. That's what happens sometimes when you get a couple weeks off without playing a lot of games. Your timing gets off, and then sometimes guys are trying to do it all by themselves. We got to get back to playing what we like to call five guys connected hockey. That's what we got to get back to. All right, Gary, thanks for joining us. Best of luck tonight. Thanks, Tom. Back with the drop of the puck in just a moment. This is IceCats hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Evening Shade Incorporated. Trusted team with over 2 decades of experience. Gorget Distilling Company. Revolutionize your spirit. The Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer. Serving South Carolina since 1992. Kimbrell's Furniture. Affordable home furnishings. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and SunTech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
At the Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, we strive to help our clients in whatever situation they are facing. Whether you need help with criminal law, personal injury, or family law, our hard-working team will assist you throughout the process with compassion and integrity. Our goal is to always provide our clients with outstanding representation and advocacy throughout their case. The Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992.
At Kimbrell's, we believe that you deserve furniture that's as unique as your family. From comfortable sofas and love seats, to chairs, tables, rugs, entertainment centers, and recliners you'll never want to leave. We have everything you need to create the living room of your dreams. Check out the Kimbrell's website for inspiration, or stop by and see everything for yourself.
We are live at Zapata's Grill on the IceCats Broadcast Network. Let's see what the IceCats are ordering.
I want quesadilla, California. I want fajitas, Cancun. I get burrito from Terra. Frijoles refritos.
Here comes the food. Teamer with a double liner for elbowing. Zapata's Grill, a preferred restaurant partner of the PD IceCats. Teamer, how'd you feel about the food?
Timur approved. Pata PD!
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we are back on IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you. Want to welcome all of our radio listeners and our fine radio partner, Cumulus Media. Thank you so much for tuning us in on your radio dial and on the YouTube side as well. We appreciate you, as always, being here. Want to let you know that before we start this first period here, which we will do in just a little bit, brought to you by your GMC area dealers. They're going to go through the Thunderbirds lineups and all that fun stuff down there on the ice, and then we'll get the anthem. But PD IceCats Hockey brought to you in part by Cumulus Radio, the official broadcast partner, by Sports Clips, the official hair cutter, by M&M Printing and Graphics, the official printing partner, by Seminar Brewery, the official craft beer partner, by CLC Transportation, the official travel partner, by Palmetto Smiles, the official dentist, by White Swan Dry Cleaning, the official dry cleaners, and by Battle LP, the official fuel provider of powering the Zamboni. Hey, what are you doing next week, Wednesday? I only ask because it's our Friendsgiving game. IceCats season ticket holders can get 2 tickets to bring friends or family who have never been to a game. Now, if you did not receive your link via text, please email us at tickets@pdprohockey.com so you don't miss out. But every season ticket holder account, you should have received via text a link to get those tickets. So bring your friends, bring your family on out for Wednesday, November 26th. That is our next home game. We're here tonight and tomorrow night in Winston-Salem playing the Thunderbirds, then heading back home Wednesday against Blue Ridge, Friday, Saturday against Columbus. And speaking of Saturday, do you live at a Powers property? Because if you do, it's Powers Properties night. All residents of Powers Properties can get buy one, get one free tickets to Saturday's game by reaching out to the IceCats. There is a link. If you go to our social media and check us out, whether it's on Twitter, on Instagram, there's a link tree in the bio. If you click on that, you will see the link to buy those tickets. All right, it's time for tonight's national anthem, so we're going to take it on down to ice level here, and then we will get it underway.
Twin City Thunderbirds, a group of technologies, in a moment of silence to remember the individuals who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our country. Thank you. Railroad Technologies offers a comprehensive suite of industrial automation, integration, and motor control services. Visit Railroad Technologies at greatwork.com. Thunderbirds fans, please help us recognize tonight's Sign Shop Special Service Member of the Game, Ralph Valerio. Sergeant Valerio is an Air Force veteran who served 4 years from 1983 to 1987. He was assigned to the 73rd Tactical Control Flight at Myrtle Beach Air Force Base as a radar maintenance technician. Sergeant Valerio also completed an overseas deployment to Honduras. Prior to his Myrtle Beach tenure, he was stationed at Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio, Texas, as well as Keesler Air Force Base in Biloxi, Mississippi. The Twin City Thunderbirds, thank you for your service. The Twin City Thunderbirds ask you to remain standing and remove your caps for tonight's performance of the national anthem, brought to you by the American Elevator Company, performed tonight by Paul Shumboy.
Okay, anthem in the books before tonight's game, so it's time for us to take a look at your starting lineups, brought to you by Seminar Brewing. In net tonight for the IceCats, it's going to be Ricardo Gonzalez. He's 4-2, 0-1 on the season with a 3.54 goals against average and an .863 save percentage. He's opposed by Boris Babic, who is 2-4, 0-0 with a 4.50 goals against and an .879 save percentage. Starting on defense for the IceCats, it'll be Austin Pickford paired with Jordan Popoff up front. Dustin Gesso will be centering Eli Rivers and Trevor Lord. Well, it is always a treat when you have a guest in the booth, and we have a very special guest coming up to join us here in the booth this evening, as we have the one, the only, the inimitable Scott Brand, who is the general manager of this Dee IceCats team, set to join us here as soon as we can get a headset strapped to him. And Scott, you and I have shared a couple of memorable moments in a broadcast booth together, and we're just about to make some magic once again here.
And one or two maybe at a tavern too, Tom. So it's great to be it's great to be a tag team again. I've missed everybody, but now it's time for exciting Dee IceCat hockey.
That's it, and I want to make sure I'm not blowing Scott's eardrums out with the headphone volume here. All right, let's get it underway, and we do. And so the Thunderbirds control the draw. They'll start off on the left side and dump it on around. Gonzalez just lets it go around the rim. Rivers on the left side can't clear the zone. Thunderbirds, again, if you're just joining us, have started 3-7 this year, so they're really trying to find a way to kick things and get them going for themselves. But right now it's PD up aggressive on the forecheck. Gesso swings right point, Popoff quickly to the left side. Shot is blocked, and that one is going to be turned the other way here by Kramer. His outlet to center tipped on, finds the right side. Shot towards the net and over top of the net. And net stays on, puck stays in. Farmer at the left point, but that's blocked by Popoff. He'll go left side, passes a little too far for Rivers. That's going to be an early icing call. Scott, I know not everybody knows your history here with the Thunderbirds, but fill the fans in a little bit. You're a popular guy here.
Well, it was fun walking around here. Yeah, I think I got my name 4 times up on walls here. We won a championship here. I was fortunate enough to start this organization. Boy, it's been a while ago, but yeah, and then we won 2 years later. We wound up winning the championship. So great people here, a good tone. It's a lot of fun rebuilding the Thunderbirds.
And it's pretty cool to know that you started that organization and then a couple of years later won a championship. Be nice to mirror that here in PD.
I think I did that in Columbus too, didn't we? Kind of a championship.
The Ignite Cup, yes, there you go. Salak pushing it on the left side with the Thunderbirds. Here's Pastuca moving it up top. Puck at the right point, a shot, missed the net. Rebound right in front. Gonzalez the save as that one put right in on goal by Mania. And now PD just trying to get the puck out. They've got a tired line out there from that icing call. They weren't able to change. And the Thunderbirds, Smirnoff to the right point. It's kept in by Don Carter Jr. Swung around to the near side here, Schnapp, but he put that right between the D and all the way down the ice.
He absolutely did. And Tom, you mentioned, I mean, the Birds were all over swarming the IceCats here. You got to watch that line we just had. They had 2 Europeans, both happened to play for me, both of them very fast, a lot of offense.
Surprise, some of those guys are still sticking around, but they're still effective. And right now, PD unable to get anything going. Butita will bring it out up the left side 2 minutes into the scoreless first period. On the back end to throw to the front of the net, Nate Keeley, and the save made by Gonzalez. And he'll hang on for a face-off coming up to his right.
And Butita, heck of a guy, a very intense hockey player. I love watching him play. Probably has the best mustache in the league, and team captain there of the Thunderbirds.
Absolutely, one of the best cookie dusters I've seen at just about any level. PD trying to clear the zone. Butita does keep it in to the right side. There's Nate Keeley. He's pushed off the puck, and Houston Wilson out the right side. They'll break up the right wing. Patrick Marcinkiewicz across and in on the left wing corner. Wilson trying to go get it. Swung up the near side. Patrick Marcinkiewicz. Now left to the right point, a shot, Sharonuk, and that one is snared by Babic. On the wrist shot coming in there. Scott, this is actually a pretty flying start for this Thunderbirds team. These guys are tough to beat at home.
They absolutely are tough to beat. And, here's the thing. They graduated 5 defensemen from last year's team. And Tom, they've been in a championship, I think, the last 2 years, or at least near the finals there. And
they have lost in the finals the last 2 years.
And they've always been a good team. Harrison and then Andre Nietzsche before him, excellent coaches. They just got to make sure, he's got new kids out here playing for him. That's where the IceCats, we're going to take advantage of their inexperience.
PD knocks a puck down, keeps it inside the zone after the face-off. A backhand not out of the zone. LaBelle getting his first shift. Long shot in, stick to side. And up to the right point of the rebound. Prexler keeping it deep. Sent back around to the right wing side. Adrian to Prexler. Prexler on the right half wall. Bounces it up to the right point. McGill Diaz shoves it back behind the net. Gullo in front. Puck is steered right back behind the net. Keeley a backhand around the glass trying to clear Schnapp. Finally able to get it out of the zone and relieve the pressure.
Good pressure by the IceCats. Really our first sustained attack that we've had. We've got to keep that up. And eventually we keep putting those shots on net. One of them's going to go in.
3:10 into the first period. No score. PD and Twin City Thunderbirds, the first of two, back at it again tomorrow. 6:05 puck drop on that one, a reminder for you. So 5:50 p.m. an early pregame show. Scott, who's responsible for those 6 o'clock starts?
That would be me. It was one of the first things I did. I want to go to them next year. We get in early, we get entertained, and we get to go home early, particularly us old people.
It's a good Saturday night. There you go. And the families appreciate that too, I'm
families
sure.
And those that live in the Columbia area or Myrtle Beach.
So now Farmer at the left point for the Thunderbirds, trying to center that puck. The battle ends up on the near side wall. Ford tried to put it up top, and that one is taken away. PD will break the zone. Here's Lord to center. He'll dump it in from the stripe on the backhand. Babick will tee it up. PD changing up the line. Farmer on the left wing, bringing it ahead. Popoff runs into him with a thump, and now quickly back the other way. Here's Dominic Marcinkiewicz, left wing side. Marcinkiewicz trying to cut in front, had it swept off his stick. Carter with it, off the left side glass and down. That'll be an icing call. Chernock will get back there, and that'll give PD an offensive zone chance coming up here. Scott, next home game's coming up on Wednesday. It's our Friendsgiving, and I want to let all of our season ticket holders know and or remind them to please use their link to bring some new folks out to the game.
Absolutely. If you haven't got one or you're confused, give Phil a call at the office on Monday. But absolutely, listen, we want you to bring your friends, bring your family, bring your enemies. Anybody who hasn't seen a hockey game or anybody, gives the excuse, I never get to go watch a game.
And that shot deflected out of play here as we have 4:25 gone in the first period. No score so far. And it's a great opportunity on Wednesday. The other thing I say is, look, if you got the clan in town, you might be sick of each other by Wednesday night, but probably by Friday. So if you're going to bring a group out, Wednesday's a good game to bring your group.
Wednesday would definitely be a great time to get away from the family. You can do that Friday and Saturday too. So I love family, but only in small bites.
Shot is deflected off the faceoff. There's PD trying to put the offense on, pushing down from the right point. Razuloff on the right wing side into the corner. It's pushed behind the net, and the Thunderbirds can't quite find a way to get it onto the zone. Carter tried the near side. Salak will reverse it around. Now on the right wing, Pastuca had his attempt blocked. And the IceCats continue to put the pressure on. Puck behind the net. Dominic Marcinkiewicz into the near side corner, tied up with Smirnov. They kick it free right to the front of the goal. Pastuca there to take it away, though. He banks it down the ice. That's going to be another icing against the Thunderbirds. That's going to get us to our first break of the period. 5:04 in to this opening frame. No score. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and SunTech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Dal Massimo Ristoranti Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Damasimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
And we're back, first period action here. 5:04 gone in this opening frame. Tom Callahan, Scott Brand joining me here. Hanging out in the booth, and some exciting IceCats hockey on the road. Visiting the Thunderbirds. And Scott, you know, the other thing I want to talk a little bit more about here as they put Gullo in for this face-off. But I mean, the affordability of IceCats hockey as far as it comes for the families. I think this is something big to talk about because it really is a great night out, and it's not going to break the bank.
No, you got family entertainment for under $100.
Here's McGill Diaz up top with a shot, and Babick, nice glove save through the traffic there.
You know, your kids get to see the mascot. Some groups get to do knuckles or high fives as the guys are coming on the ice, and there's always some kind of entertainment. You know, our goal is to entertain you, and if you get bored, there's a hockey game to watch.
There you go. I love that. So you're going to have to tell us how you get in that line to meet the players. Give them the high fives and the fist bumps.
Send me $10 to my P.O. box.
Oh, okay, I see. Scott accepts Venmo, Cash App, all those fun things.
Green stamps.
There you go. Puck down the ice into the PD end of things. They'll try to chase it down over there. Jurgenite back up the near side towards the left point, held in by LaBelle. He'll send it left side to Schnapp. Schnapp tried to hook it in front, but Jurgenite read that play. Can't get it out, though, as he's bumped by Keeley. Butita lost it, and now it's cleared out of there by Prexler. No icing, not enough gas. And both teams will reset here as PD changing out the lines. This is the first look we've got at Daniel Zajac wearing number 8 as he steps out there. And he is the extra forward here. He's getting a shift with Lord and Rivers. So we'll see how he blends in with this group in his first shift. Right now the puck is in the PD end, though. And Zajac trying to help out in the corner. Pushed around to the far side, ends up with the right point. Shot coming in. That was blocked by traffic in front. Ends up left point with Farmer. Farmer around the left side rim into the left wing corner. Ford tried to drag it back door. Feed off the outside of the net. Kramer hit the outside of the cage with a Farmer. Left side, Ford. Ford tried to put it up top. Banks towards the right point. Sent to the front of the net. Ends up coming around the near side now. Farmer curls back up top. Ford way up by the blue line. Goes back down the wall. Gets it back. Cutting in towards the goal. Here's Ford with a shot. Save Gonzalez as he slid to his left. Now Lord will just pick out the old wedge and dump it down the ice. Will this have enough for icing? No. Rivers in pursuit there. As PD thankfully able to change the lines. And now Houston Wilson able to turn that puck over with help from Rivers. Left side, here's Patrick's Marcinkiewicz. Marcinkiewicz and Wilson, a little give and go up the left point, but it hopped over the stick there of Chernock out of the zone. Razilov now at center. He'll move it. Dominic Marcinkiewicz steps in over the line. Farmer will knock it away from him. Turn back the other way through center. Mania will dump it into the backhand. Hit the linesman. Puck didn't get deep. That allows PD to come right back. Dominic Marcinkiewicz right side. Pass tipped away. Chernock will step up with it. Left side, he'll send it around the rim. Babick anticipating. Cuts it off behind the net. 7:45 gone here in the first. No score. Thunderbirds outlet to center. That missed. Razulov has got to hustle back into his own end after it. PD trying to break out. Puck ends up with LaBelle. Over to the right side. Schnapp with a wrist shot. Blocked. That goes into the corner. Side of the net. Schnapp sends it right across the crease. Nobody there to get it. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz ahead to Dominic's. Dominic's left wing. Cutting in wide. Stick handling. Curls. Falls. Ford on him. Puck underneath him. Tries to scoot it along. It's chipped off the glass. A bounce to the line, and it comes out. PD will tag it up. Change up the lines as well.
Yeah, both teams need to go for a line change time. That was great action. Back and forth, up and down. Really, the Thunderbirds, though, I got to say, are out-skating us a little bit. We seem to be collapsing our own zone. We got to go back and play smart.
Well, and that's kind of the onus on this Thunderbirds team. When you win only 3 of your first 10 games, Scott, something's got to change here. And I think they know that. This team is a well-coached team, but they just haven't been finding the wins, and so there's pressure on them to do well, especially at home. Right now, PD teeing it up behind their own net. They'll try to come out the near side on the right wing. Prexler. They'll feed it across, and now they get to center. Golo couldn't get it in deep, and now it's turned the other way. Once again, PD must retreat. Miguel Diaz, near side corner. On a roller, try to feed it around. Up the left side, Jurgenite. And now, dangerous turnover in front. Gonzalez with a huge save right there. Point blank chance for Zach White. And Gonzalez, sharp early.
Yeah, boy, he got tested. He's made 2 great saves right now to keep it 0-0.
Now the other way, Prexler had the lead pass bounce over his stick. So that's going to send Gesso back. Miguel Diaz will curl with it. Popoff is out there as they start to work through a change. Thunderbirds forechecking aggressively here. It's cleared down by PD. That's going to be an icing call. Just 11 seconds shy of the halfway mark here.
That would have helped us out quite a bit if we had gotten that 11 seconds. But, you know, Tom, the thing I see with the IceCats is extremely talented team. Sometimes they need to turn the talent off and just do the simple stuff. You know, when you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, it's bread, peanut butter, and jelly. Let's not start figuring out how to get the Duke's mayonnaise on there.
Somebody has tried. You know they have.
Absolutely.
IceCats do win the faceoff. Puck through center, hits the lock. It ends up back towards Popoff. He at least gets it into the Thunderbirds' end. As quickly, PD finishing its change. Fired back in. Gonzalez will cut it off behind the net. He'll flick it around the far side glass. Rivers obfuscates. Gesso boots it to the line. Not out. Farmer covering the right point. He'll send it back in deep. PD on it again. Salak. Popoff all over him. Pickford in that pile as well. Gesso trying to one-hand it out of there. Puck is free. Ref wants him to keep moving it. Scott, you're a former referee. What are you saying to these guys?
You're telling them to kick it out. I'm not blowing the whistle. The thing that scares me, Tom, we got 5 guys below the dots, and Carolina has got 3 guys up high, so if they win the battle, they're going to get it up to the point man. And now we can't get out of the zone.
Well, now we do get out of the zone. Fortunately, Popoff does carry it ahead after Lord fell trying to get it out of there. And Wilson missed keeping it in. That's going to force Razulov back. He's got to hurry. Throws it ahead too far for Wilson. Everything is just that wee bit off right now in the early going, it seems like, for PD. Passes are just, a couple inches off here or there, not quite connecting yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, listen, we got a fast team. I don't know if we want to speed the game up or slow it down, but, we got to get 3 good passes in a row. So there's 1 come out of the zone. There's a second. Let's see there's 3.
Here's
a goal, I hope.
On a backhand, put it right across the front of the net. And right back the other way come the Thunderbirds. But you're right, that was the best transition through the neutral zone we've seen in this early going in the first period. 8:25 to go, still looking for that first goal. Puck ends up in the near half wall. Razulov will back it off behind the goal line. They'll reset the breakout. Patrick Marcinkiewicz up the left side. Leaving it off to Wilson. Wilson trying to cut through traffic, knocked away. He'll feed it back to the D and now head to the bench. Patrick Marcinkiewicz dangles around 1, ran into more traffic, still fighting it down the right side. Eventually taken away from him by Smirnov. Left side, White trying to get to it. Carter will send it on to the near wing. Up top, Miguel Diaz fires it back to an open corner far side. Chipped off the glass and out. A roller, Miguel Diaz. Oh boy, White was lurking behind him. If he would have picked that pocket, he was gone.
Yeah, I think if White would have saw it, he could have lifted the stick at Diaz, but thankfully didn't. And Diaz stepped up and made the play.
Sent back the other way now and turned over just inside the line. And here comes Prexler back on the left side for PD. Prexler driving on the left side, has help going to the net, looking in front. His shot was blocked, came right back to him in the corner. Feeds it around softly, left point. Miguel Diaz will scoop it right back around behind the net. Centering feed up top, that one is taken away. Kramer, outlet the other way, too far for Ford. And hustling back, Pickford is going to earn the icing call. 7:08 to go here in the first. Still scoreless. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Orchid is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
For 25 years, Stefano's Italian of Florence has brought the heart of Italy to your table. Experience the tradition with hand-tossed pizzas crafted with love and care. Our secret is our robust Italian seasonings and the finest imported cheese and our choice imported meats. At Stefano's, we share a taste of the old country with each bite. Stefano's, a taste of Italy.
And welcome back, IceCats hockey. First period action brought to you by your GMC area dealers, Tom Callahan, Scott Brand on board with me. Scott, somebody asked me the other day, as this face-off is coming up in the Thunderbird zone, we'll talk about it in a minute here, but whether or not they could still buy season tickets, even though the season has started.
I'll buy you season tickets up to the last game.
There you go. So we'll discuss that here in a moment, but right now the Thunderbirds pushing in on the left side. There's a long shot by Demke, and that one is handled and held by Gonzalez for the face-off. 6:51 to go in the first, no score.
And really, Tom, here's the one thing I want people when they come out Wednesday and watch is watch Houston. And I always call him Austin because I get the cities mixed up. So anyway, Fort Worth probably's got the best hands, one of the fastest skaters, best hands. So, Wednesday or Thursday, you need somebody to carve the turkey, invite him over for Thanksgiving dinner.
You did not mention either of the two Texas towns I lived in, San Angelo and Abilene.
Oh, did you lose a bet at one time?
I kind of felt like I did, especially in Abilene. San Angelo was good, though. I like San Angelo. Icing coming up here on an errant pass that missed Trevor Lord, and so we'll take it on back down the ice. So, Scott, we've got Wednesday, Friday, Saturday coming up at home, and the schedule's going to be a little more regular here. I know that it was kind of quirky, had its breaks in it, but folks can expect, I think, more of a regular diet of hockey at Florence Center moving forward here.
Moving forward, listen, they had a bunch of stuff booked, and they're working with us. In fact, we've already talked about next year and trying to get it so we don't have the three weeks away. So it'll be much better.
Absolutely, looking forward to that. Kind of an unusual gap in the schedule here. And now we got our first penalty of the game coming up. It's going to be against Shernock. Babick heading to the bench, the extra attacker coming out for the Thunderbirds. Puck on the wall, and Shernock ends up with the touch to stop it. But the first power play of the game is going to belong to Twin City. Shouldn't it be Twin Cities? Or no?
You're asking a guy that went to public school in Chicago. I have no idea. It scares me as a referee called a cross-check. He absolutely tripped him with a lazy penalty, but I don't think he cross-checked him. So I think he reacted to the guy falling. But now the important thing is the IceCats got to maintain that box. And listen, Carolina can have the perimeter all day. Thankfully, the puck went all the way out. By the way, you're welcome. I got the nameplates on the white jerseys.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. And they look sharp. I love the white jerseys. They look good. I love a good, crisp white jersey. And I know that I can count on you to get me.
There you go.
So right now, Thunderbirds going to work trying to set it up here. And they, on the power play this year, 16.7%. That is 9th in the league. Ford on the left side. Up top, LaBelle lets it go, and he rips it high to the glass. Fed behind the net, White near side corner. They get it up top. Ford at the left point. LaBelle at the right. LaBelle into the right wing corner. Curling away is Kramer. Kramer feeds it behind the net to White. White around to the near dot. Ford, wrist shot. Looking maybe backdoor for a tip from Schnapp. It missed. And it rims all the way out. Penalty kill, by the way, for the IceCats is tops in the league at 91.1%. Ford will bring it back in here on the left side. He'll look to move it back up top. And it's cleared out. By the way, the penalty kill brought to you by Bluefish IT Solutions. Shernock sitting in that Austin Remax penalty box for another 48 seconds. Coming up on 5 minutes to go in the first. No score. Thunderbirds at the line, offside. There you go. Now, if you guys wonder why Scott Brand is so on top of these calls, it's because Scott has been an official himself and, as a matter of fact, authored a pretty well-known rule in the hockeyverse.
I did. I created the icing rule that's currently used, and in fact, I was in this building as a referee in the old ECHL.
Wow.
And in Greensboro Coliseum.
So that does date you.
I know, I'm old.
It also dates me because I probably called games that you were lining or reffing in. So I don't know how that makes me feel either.
My nickname was Chief Heave Ho, let him go.
Nice. Pass up top. That one ends up all the way down the ice. Babic out to corral it. Time ticking down here in the power play. Thunderbirds just 10 seconds to try to make something happen, and both teams are going to change up the lines. Shernock up on his skates, ready to get out of the box. And as one more clear from PD, that's it. Power play is over.
And the Thunderbirds did a nicer job of killing that penalty than we did because they had 3 missed passes that all wound up going all the way down the ice.
Hey, I'll take it. Absolutely. White backhands one in. Gonzalez pointing to it as it goes in behind the net. PD trying to quickly transition out of the zone. Here they come up 2-on-2. Gesso left side trying to cut through. He's got traffic fed Prexler. Slapped away from him. Prexler, though, right back down to Gesso, who was spun down in the corner.
Not sure why that would be interference.
No call on that one. Puck pops up towards that far dot. Prexler tried to glove it to himself. Couldn't hang on to it. Let's see if the hitting picks up a little bit here. So far it's been more skating, but might get the dander up as White crosses in over the line left side forward. Knocked down on his way to the goal. Gonzalez hangs on to the puck. And now the pushing and shoving indeed will start in front of the net with 3:34 to go here in this first. But they'll separate them. We'll take our final break and come back with the rest of this GMC Area Dealers first period scoreless on IceCats hockey.
You're watching the Ice Cats Broadcast Network.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
And we're back here on IceCats Hockey. First period action brought to you by GMC Area Dealers. Scoreless with 3:34 to go in the first. Tom Callahan, Scott Brand, live from the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. Used to call it the Annex. It is no longer the Annex for whatever reason. Same building, nothing's changed. We just lost a name. Puck in on Gonzalez. He'll glove it down and hang on to it. Scott, if somebody is just catching us driving by or is flipping around and they're like, hey, a game's on, what's your elevator pitch? Give me 30 seconds as to why they should come out and check out a hockey game.
I think, first of all, if you like football, NASCAR, I mean, it's got the excitement of football, but it's constant play. It's got the wrecks like NASCAR. You know, if you like wrestling, boxing, it's got all that. I mean, it's fun. Come out and try it out one time.
Dominic Marcinkiewicz in with a shot. That one is tipped into the corner. Houston Wilson over there after. Wilson on the left side. It goes off of Ford. White will put it off the boards and out for the Thunderbirds. Chasing it down is Razilov into the PD zone. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz onto the right wing side to Wilson. Here's Wilson cutting in wide. Plays it up top. Dominic's Marcinkiewicz curls into the slot. Feeding it left side. Tipped off onto the wall. Patrick's with it. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz. All the way up to the top of the circle into the high slot. Shernock backing up, didn't shoot, slides it down. Patrick's right side hash marks. Behind the net, on the backhand, out the far side, leaving it down low. Dominic's curling near side. Dominic's Marcinkiewicz into the slot. He's got room, looking to thread it through. Backdoor feed. Oh, and the give and go didn't work. Razilov thought he was going to keep going. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz left side, across. Shernock cleared away from him and out of the zone.
Yeah, that's just getting too cute there. He had a great chance to blast the shot. Listen, they don't put an asterisk by the ugly goals. Trust me, I know. My whole career of ugly goals.
There you go. Hey, they don't ask you how, just how many.
That's right.
That works in a lot of sports. The other one that I love, Scott, I heard recently was there are no pictures on the score sheet.
That's good.
That is a good one. Houston Wilson on it in his own end, setting it out. Just under 2 minutes to go in this first period. It's been an entertaining first period of hockey.
Absolutely, he's been back and forth. I mean, in these last 2 minutes, Tom, we just, we got to break it out. Don't give up the late goal. Whatever you do, do not give up the late goal.
And the Thunderbirds know that. They've got now 3 men up on the forecheck, and they force that puck right back into the zone. Mania up after it. Miguel Diaz trying to move it out of there. He is run into by Pastuca. Around to the left side, here's Farmer. Stops, wrist shot, hit a body, goes behind the net. Fed to the far side. Around it comes now Mania on the near wing. Behind the net, Salak. Pastuca, Mania, shot and a blocker save, Gonzalez. Point blank chance there. Puck to the left point. Farmer settles the roller, feeds it to the right side. Wrist shot in and right into the chest protector with 1:04 to go in the period.
Yeah, really. Listen, Carolina's just taking it to us this period. I mean, and so I'm sure Gary's like, hey, let's just get out of this period. And right now, you got just over a minute. You got to get the puck out, chip it out, get it in the attacking zone. Just, he's got his hands lined out here right now.
Critical face-off in the D zone is controlled by PD. They are able to move to center, but Patrick Marcinkiewicz weaving left side into traffic, gets through it. Wrist shot, Babic the save. There you go, Scott. Get that puck on net.
That's exactly what you mean. That's why Coach put the right line out there. Put out the checking line. He's got the hands line out there. We've got to, as I said, any of these guys on the ice, you want them to come over and carve up that turkey if you can.
So now we've got Patrick Marcinkiewicz to take this face-off. Brother Dominic's to his right. Houston Wilson on the left wing here. Draw to the right of Babic at the far dot eventually.
Oh, don't show up the linesman. Listen, you just got to deal with officials. You just deal with shut up. You're not going to win.
That is true. Pop off with a long shot. Save Babic. Rebound was there. They couldn't get to it, though. Boy, that was a huge rebound. Thunderbirds pushing the other way, though. Little flip at center. Kramer pokes it into the right side corner for White. 38 seconds to go in the period. And now PD trying to move it ahead. Pop off. Lead to center. Patrick Marcinkiewicz into the high slot. Tried to cut through traffic. Slapped away. And out to center.
Yeah, really, Tom, we got to get back to that 3 passes and good passes.
Here comes Marcinkiewicz again. Patrick shot block came back. He centers for Wilson. Save Babic. Rebound. Puck still free side of the net. They jam away, and now Babic able to get the glove on top of the puck after a big left pad save in tight on Dominic's Marcinkiewicz.
Yeah, that was a good sustained offense from us here late in the game. And you keep saying Babic. Don't be confused with Babic and Babin. Who's
right.
Obviously the other goaltender there in Columbus. I think he's off suspension by now, but of course Traver played.
Which happened in this rink for going after Schnapp.
Well, I love Schnapp, but he brings it on himself.
There's a long shot coming in there on the draw when that was blocked. Speaking of Schnapp, he'll backhand it down the ice, but it'll be on goal, so no icing, and that forces Gonzalez to cover with 5.1 seconds left.
And I make up the names of the opposing team anyway because I don't care. But don't they have Schnaps and Smirnoff?
They do. They do.
How is that? That's a mismarking opportunity.
I feel like it might be. That you know what, Scott? I know if they were on this PD roster, you would be having a field day.
You might have to trade for them. I can do a heck of a lot with Schnaps and Smirnoff.
There you go. Face out to the right of Gonzalez. Ford digging in there and tied up on the draw. Clock ticking now as the puck is down. White spun around and Shernock with it. That'll run the period down. And so a little bit of shoving at the horn here. Razilov and White exchanging pleasantries.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is going to be a rivalry. We play each other, I think, 13 times.
Sure.
And so it's going to be a rivalry. Let's just hope it's a healthy rivalry because usually by Game 7 there'll be an incident, but this is a tough division. This whole I call it the Empire. We're the continental South between us and Athens and here and Blue Ridge and Columbus.
Scott, I'm glad you brought it up because with the proximity of these teams to PD. And we've seen some fans, by the way, there are fans in attendance here with their PD gear on. So that's cool. That's great to see. But the close proximity of these teams really kind of means that, you can build that rivalry. You can have that. Just it grows because of the geography, because of the frequency, as you mentioned, of play. I mean, and fans can check out road games fairly easily.
Absolutely. I mean, they can check out the road games, and you can travel. Like tomorrow night's a 6 o'clock game, so you could come up from PD and watch the game. Or those of you who are right on the state line, the quick interstate up 74, and that's what makes it fun too, because then you're gonna get to know fans in the other city, and it does make it fun. But on the ice, it could get a little festive, I guess is a nice name for it.
Yes, absolutely. Get a little spicy out there. So, all right, Scott, give us your breakdown here before we let you go for the intermission. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I got to go enjoy one of our sponsors in the beer garden there. But I think here's the thing: is there's no question that PD is one of the most talented teams in the league. But Carolina outplayed us. I mean, they just outplayed us that period, and we're collapsing too deep. If you go back and you see everything, we're way too far. We're got 5 guys underneath the bottom of the face-off circles, and we're chasing the puck. And so I'm sure Gary's going to go back. Listen, we can find excuses. We didn't practice this week at home. We can find a million excuses like that. Bottom line, these are professional hockey players. They got to make the adjustments. I really think the second period, you're going to see a different IceCats team.
All right. Well, Scott, you coming back for the second, or you got other things you need to do?
No, I'll come back. I might have a beverage in me, but yeah, I'll come back.
Well, I look forward to it. All right.
I might bring you one.
Okay, there you go. Scott Brand joining us for the first period. He'll be back a little bit later on in the broadcast. Right now, we've got to step on into the first period intermission. Scoreless after one. We'll take a look back, plus a look around that out-of-town scoreboard for you. So stay tuned. More coming your way. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the Ice Cats Broadcast Network.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings. We've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories. It deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
South Coast Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. South Coast Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings, the flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
Welcome to Creekside, where great food meets the perfect game of pool. Since 2021, we've been serving up delicious meals and creating memorable moments in our unique dining atmosphere. Whether you're planning a celebration or a corporate gathering, Creekside offers the ideal blend of delectable cuisine and entertainment. Come for the taste, stay for the experience. Creekside, the ultimate destination for fun and flavor.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we are back here, the first period intermission report. Tom Callahan here with you. My thanks to Scott Brand for jumping in for the first period. We'll be back a little bit later on in the broadcast here. Scoreless after one period of play, so no scoring to wrap up for you from that first period, but we can give you some stats and a look inside here. Shots favor the hometown Twin City Thunderbirds 14-9. Only one power play in that period. It was a cross-checking minor against Konstantin Chernuk, and that one was killed off by PD, so they're 1-for-1 on the penalty kill. The IceCats did not see a power play in that opening frame. It got a little feisty towards the end of that opening 20 minutes, but did not get too out of hand. And again, right at the horn, there was a little bit more of the players kind of getting in each other's face, getting a little chatty over there. So I think we're going to, and don't forget, these two teams play again tomorrow. That's only 20 minutes in, but that opening 20 was pretty intense. A lot of skating, a lot of opportunities. I think PD might have passed out of some of their best opportunities specifically. There was a time there where kind of hoping that Razilov would have let one go. Instead, he tried to go for a backdoor pass across to Marcinkiewicz. Marcinkiewicz did not continue down the slot, so the pass just went awry into the corner. Really would have liked to have seen a shot out of Razilov there, but some pretty good scoring chances. And on the other side, I mean, the Thunderbirds had some great A's, but Gonzalez was huge in net. Some really big stops and doing what he's been doing all season long. Ricardo Gonzalez comes up with the big-time stops, keeps this PD team in a position where they can strike, and in this case, they would take a lead with the first goal of the game. It just gives you so much confidence back there when your goaltender is sharp and on top of it. One other guy I want to talk about here is the newest acquisition for this team. Wearing number 8, it's Danny Zajac. And so Zajac is in his first game wearing number 8. And Zajac coming over 12 games this year in the FPHL. Comes from Indiana most recently. 7 points, all assists. 12 penalty minutes, 29 shots on goal, and last year, as part of HC Venom, was better than a point-a-game guy, 33 points in 32 games. But Zajac is a guy who we saw him sparingly in the first, and I think until head coach Gary Graham really has a handle on who he is, you're not going to see as much of him. But he will get a shift or two a period, and maybe as he gets a little more comfortable in the system, comfortable with his line mates, I think you'll see him make more of an impression here. So that is something to keep an eye on here with Zajac. But if you see number 8 out there and you're wondering who is that guy, just acquired in the trade, this is his first game with the team, so we'll keep an eye to see how he performs out there as well. All right, when we come back, we're going to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. We are 20 minutes into it here, and it's still scoreless between the Thunderbirds and the IceCats, so stay tuned. There's more coming your way in just a moment. This is PD IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by McLeod Health and Fitness Center, the wellness leader. Austin and Associates. The right agent can lead the way. Hertz Car Rentals. Smart deals for any destination. Sports Clips Haircuts. The pros in men's and boys' hair.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car.
Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a flame with our newest fleet yet.
You'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
No matter which sport clips you walk into, you'll know it's special. And just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics and specialized equipment. From our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
The PD IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win, on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we are back. First period intermission report. Scoreless so far. Thunderbirds and IceCats, first of two between these two teams back to back. Tomorrow's game, don't forget they start them a little early here. Scott Brand told you why. That's his thing, and he likes it for the families and for the old folks like him that need to get in bed early. But a 6:05 start means a 5:50 pregame show for us on the IceCats radio network and on the YouTube side as well. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, shall we? See what's going on around the FPHL here this evening, and pretty much everybody is in action. Always good on a Friday, Saturday. A great weekend of hockey on tap for you with the FPHL. You've got Binghamton up 4-2 on Danbury right now. That game late in the second period. Port Huron on top of Blue Ridge 2-0. That is at the end of the first. Indiana also 2-0 up on Watertown at the end of the first period. Columbus 2-1 leading Biloxi. That game heading into the second period. Athens and Monroe are scoreless, and that is just a little past the halfway mark of the opening frame. And early on, Topeka's got a 1-0 lead over Baton Rouge as they just get things going in the first period of that game. National Hockey League light night on a Friday. Only 4 games to tell you about. Right now, the Buffalo Sabres with a big 5-2 lead over the Chicago Blackhawks with about 4 minutes to go in the second period there. The Minnesota Wild up 4-0 on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Can you believe Kirill Kaprizov already got his 12th of the year and got paid along the way? Jets to Hurricanes 1. Boy, the Jets got some bad news. Their stud goaltender Connor Hellebuck out 4 to 6 weeks, but they're on top of the Hurricanes right now, so that's a big win for them, but it's only the first period. We'll see how that one goes. Late action tonight, if you're so inclined, at 10:30 Eastern Time, you've got the Bruins at the LA Kings. So that's a look at the out-of-town scoreboard there for you. And here we are scoreless as we made our way through 20 minutes of play. And after tonight, back home for PD Wednesday the 26th at 7:15 against Blue Ridge. Then Friday the 28th and 29th, 7:15 against Columbus River Dragons. It is our Friendsgiving game on Wednesday. And we've got a couple other things going on as well. And I want to tell you about those because if you live at one of the Powers properties around the local area, the 29th against Columbus on Saturday is Powers Property Night. All residents of Powers Properties can get a buy one, get one free on tickets to Saturday's game. Email the IceCats or call our office if you want, but you can email tickets at pdprohockey.com. And don't forget, Wednesday night coming up here, the day before Thanksgiving, is also West Florence night. Each $18 ticket purchased sees $5 of that ticket go back to the West Florence football program. Now, there is a deadline for buying those tickets, and it is Tuesday at 5 p.m. Again, if you go to our social media pages, if you go to Twitter, check out Instagram, any of those, if you look at the socials, which is at PD IceCats. You can check us out there. There is a Linktree link. You click that, and it will show you how to buy tickets. It'll take you right to the site, as a matter of fact. So, again, the deadline for that, Tuesday at 5 p.m., but Wednesday, West Florence night as well, so you can help support the West Florence football program there as well. All right, one more break. When we come back, time for second period action. Scoreless after one. Can PD break through here in the second? Stay tuned and find out. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings. We've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories. It deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
Southco Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. Southco Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings, the flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
Welcome to Creekside, where great food meets the perfect game of pool. Since 2021, we've been serving up delicious meals and creating memorable moments in our unique dining atmosphere. Whether you're planning a celebration or a corporate gathering, Creekside offers the ideal blend of delectable cuisine and entertainment. Come for the taste, stay for the experience. Creekside, the ultimate destination for fun and flavor.
Watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we're back here for second period action on IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you. Scott Brand is indeed going to join us back here in the booth for period number 2, which is brought to you by Bud Light. Second period action will see us starting 5 aside here. PD in the white road uniforms will be rolling right to left on your radio dial. And Scott, I saw in the YouTube comments, they were asking about the next meet and greet for this hockey team.
Oh, it's Monday,
Yeah.
6:30 at Zapatas.
So
It's eat and greet.
Eat and greet. I like that. 6:30, you said?
6:30. Yeah, we got to practice at 4 because they got the Jingle Bell Rock thing, and we got an icing here against us. But it's 6 to 4. No, 6 to 4. We practice at 4. We're only going to do about an hour and a half, and then we should be at Zapatas by 6:30. So yeah, Jingle Market or something is going on there. Go there and look for a nice present for Tom, and it's all weekend there at the Civic Center.
There you go.
Florence Center.
Shop early, shop often.
That's right.
So after the icing call, the face-off in the PD end of things. Just starting out second period action here. As the IceCats trying to move that puck out. Rivers on the near side, tied up on the wall. Wins the battle, moves it ahead. Gesso will get to the stripe at center. And he'll try to dump that one in, get it around to the right point. Long shot, tipped on the, ooh, just missed on the stick side. It was tipped right in front of Babick. Never saw that one. Left side, White. And he touches that up, that's offside. So we'll get a whistle here coming just 41 seconds into the second period. Scoreless so far.
And tonight the Thunderbirds are announcing their new logo. I wonder if they're going to take the ice out and rechange it, if they're going to stuck with the Chevrolet, I'm sorry, it's the Pontiac.
That's a Pontiac logo. Yeah, that TC looks like a Pontiac.
I feel bad for them. You know, they got caught in a little bit of a situation, but they'll be okay. It's a good, very good team, very good town, very good hockey support here.
Yes, the fans are definitely vocal here, that's for sure. Dominic Smarson-Kevix into the right side. Wilson trying to help him out, and it's tipped away, and now Salak bring it ahead. As they go to the left wing side, a centering attempt. That was blocked, getting back Razilov to get in the way of that one. Wilson waiting for it on the near wing. He'll curl and start to move it up ice. Wilson to the stripe at center. Skates in over the line, leaves it off left wing. Dominic Smarson-Kevix across the blue line right side. Razilov, long shot, save. Oh, rebound is grabbed immediately. Boy, Wilson was just a little too far out of range to get to that one, but that's twice already here in the second that Babick has had one leak off his body.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if it's being overconfident. I don't know if it's you know, it's overconfident. I mean, that was an easy save, and he dropped it, and you're right. He's dropped two of them so far, so hopefully we can have a guy in position to make him pay.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Face off. They didn't like that one. We're going to do it again. Adrian in for the face-off across from Nate Keeley. And Keeley wins it back this time. LaBelle leaving it off on the far side. And now the Thunderbirds will break the zone. Keeley ahead. Butita will tip it into the left wing corner. Back after it, Jurgenite. Tying it up, it ends up at the left point. Swung over to the right side. LaBelle again will just backhand it around the rim. Schnapp in the corner, tied up by McGill Diaz. Puck on the far side, Butita. Up top, there's a shot blocked. Nice job to get the shin pads in front of that one by Chance Adrian. Puck left the zone, sent right back in. Gonzalez leaving it off behind the net. McGill Diaz pressured, tips it to the line, not out. Long shot in, left pad save. Gonzalez rebound up the slot. As a couple of PD players crash into one another, it's bounced off the dasher and out. Scott, that's something I've actually noticed PD has done a couple of times this year. The guys, they play so close to one another that there's a shot wide by Ford on the blocker side, but they just run into one another.
Yeah, they were playing tight in the zone, but they've done a nice job of spreading out now. We're using the whole, 80 feet of the zone there, and that's good because we're creating more offense and we're making changes. Now it seems like the game's slowed down almost to a chess match.
Yeah, the 2-foot pass doesn't earn you much. Thunderbirds trying to go up the left side here. There's a shot. Again, a right pad save. Gonzalez, a backhand clear out of the zone, and that one will be tracked down by Hanley back on the Thunderbirds' end. Ford at center. His pass ahead on the right side. Kramer cutting in. Leaves it for White. Wrist shot from the dot. He scores. A water bottle popper just under the bar. And not quite 3 minutes into the second period, the Thunderbirds break the ice. It's 1-0.
Yeah, a real nice shot there by White. He comes in, gets the circle, really doesn't have a lot of pressure on him, so he takes the shot. When you don't have anything else, you shoot. Gonzalez went down on his knee, threw the glove up, but it was a little too late.
Nice little leave there, a little weave behind Kramer. And for White, that's his 6th goal of the season. That is second on this Thunderbirds team. And time of the goal, 3:57. Well, let's see what the response is here. That's going to be big. Right now, it's Salak pushing it in as the Thunderbirds trying to go to work again here. But now Houston Wilson able to take it away. He'll come up the left side. Wilson in over the line, stops, sends it towards the net. Again, off the tip of the mid of Babick. Went wide of the net, but Scott, he does not look so solid.
No, his glove is a little suspect right now, so at least we know what side to be shooting to.
Just keep putting pucks at the net right now. One's bound to get through. And Babick, an uncharacteristic 4.5 goals against this year.
Well, he has, as I said, we mentioned earlier, he's got 5 out of 6 rookie defensemen in front of him, so Steve Harris is trying to begin rebuilding that defensive core.
Right now, PD looping back in their own end. Dominic Marcinkiewicz ahead. Here's Wilson. Wilson in over the line, cutting to his left and lost it at the blue line, and so Pickford's got to pull it back out. They'll send it in from there. PD is offside. They have to tag up, and they're going to change the line. 4:05 into the second period. 1-0 Thunderbirds in the lead. Butina will carry it up through center, and on the left wing side, chips into the corner. Razalov going back after it. Schnapp trying to move it around. Puck ends up left point. Right around the wall it goes. Shernock will try the near side here, looking for a clear. And now, puck to center, thrown right back in by the Thunderbirds. Boy, they're really taking it away in the neutral zone.
Yeah, they have. They're creating a lot of traffic and bottling up things in the neutral zone, and PD, we just can't get the puck.
PD will try to leave on the left side as Gullo pulls out the wedge, bounces it ahead. And now here's a chance on the right wing. Prexler with a shot, and out to make the save, Babick on the blocker side. Now the return pass, here's White quickly moving ahead. White leaving, Ford to his right, looking in front. Pass was blocked, and the net comes off with a collision in the goal mouth in behind the play. 5:02 into the second period, and we'll take a break. We're back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and SunTech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Dal Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Dal Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
IceCats Hockey, second period action brought to you by Bud Light. 1-0 Thunderbirds with the early goal here off the stick of Zach White, his 6th of the season. Tom Callahan, Scott Brand here with you. By the way, the assists on that goal going to Kramer and Ford at 3:57. Face-off coming up to the right of Ricardo Gonzalez. PD loses the draw, and a shot that's tipped on its way in, and it finds room in the 5-hole of Gonzalez. White with his 2nd of the period. And that one, just bad luck on the deflection for the goaltender Gonzalez. Turned into an off-speed pitch, and it beat him.
Yeah, there's nothing he can do about that. You mentioned it was deflection, and you know, now we're down 2 goals. You know, now you got to show your jam is we got to really go out there and just got to create more offense. Tom, we're just not doing it.
Well, especially on the road, Scott. You know, you gotta get in front of this Thunderbirds team. They're tough to beat in this building.
They absolutely are.
Well, now here's a chance up the left side for Zajac. He'll put it around the wall to the right side. He's out there with the Marcinkiewicz twins. Shot coming to the point, off the goal post, and a lead the other way, but Mania couldn't catch up with it. Pop-off shot from the right point, beat Babick, hit the post, and stayed out.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you do. You come back right out, you set the tempo, and I wouldn't mind seeing a replay on that, and now we got a whistle.
We do. We have a penalty in behind the play. It's going to be a roughing call. And PD's going to be shorthanded here.
Are you kidding me?
Nope, that hurts.
Clown patrol.
Dominic Marcinkiewicz in for the rough.
probably the last thing we need right now. But if we can get a strong kill off, maybe even a shorthanded one. We saw a 5-on-3 shorthanded goal earlier in the year in our building.
That they did. And Scott, like you, I'm hoping they can get it going here. But there's a shot tipped in front over top of the net. And right away, Carolina, who had a bit of an anemic first period power play, comes out with a chance here before the clear by PD. So let's see now if perhaps, as the puck dumped in, will that be icing? No. Well, we were looking for the icing there, but it works out. PD will bring it ahead. Here's Prexler. Prexler, right side, working his way in. PD looking for a shorthanded chance. Fed behind the net. Ends up over there with Adrian. Adrian in the near corner. Nice job to kill some clock there.
Very nice time. He tied up four players, and they took a whack at the goaltender. I'm not sure you want to be doing that.
Forward up the right side. Well, you don't want to be frustrated this early. There's still plenty of time in this game.
No, you got lots of time to whack the goaltender behind play.
Now a 3-on-2, shorthanded. Here they come up the left side. McGill Diaz jumping in with a wrist shot. He scores!
Wow.
Nick McGill Diaz goes bar down over the left shoulder of Bebic, a shorthanded goal, and the IceCats are on the board. It's 2-1.
Absolutely zero speed on that one, Tom. That was all finesse. It's just like, you know, it's almost like a pull shot, just picking that perfect spot. That was a nice goal.
That was an impressively placed shot. And a short-handed goal right there. That is massive.
Like using a wicket in field hockey.
There you go. Boy, oh boy, that is something else. What a fantastic shot by McGill Diaz. And now a chance in the other end. Here we go.
We're going to pick up another penalty here.
A little extra after the whistle there. And, well, Scott, that's the other thing is you do have to hold your cool right now. You can't put yourself short, and that's what's happening again.
Yeah, a very undisciplined penalty. You know, even if Gonzalez got tipped a little bit, I'm surprised this is just going to be a minor for cross-checking. But I hate to use the word stupid, but that was stupid. Listen, here's the thing about hockey, Tom. You got a long season. You got a lot of time to get even with people. Take a number. Don't put yourself down 5-on-3, particularly after you just had momentum jump on your side. You've got to be smarter than that.
Jurgenite goes into the box. 5:51 time of the penalty. So, Scott, that's pretty substantial 5-on-3 here.
And there's smart ways to defend the goaltender. There's smart ways, and this might be more than a major. They're going to go review this. Watch this. And here, I love when the officials talk in their hands. It's not like they're getting any smarter.
Says the former official himself. So right now it's listed as a cross-checking minor. So Scott, with the review at the FPHL level, what can they look at?
They can look to see, I guess, if there's injury, because in fact 21 is going off the ice holding his mouth. So just the way it was delivered, I wouldn't have been shocked if it could have been a major, but it looks like we're going to catch a break here. But you can't take those dumb penalties, you know. And listen, all four standing up for people. You take a number, you get it later. That was not the time or place to do it. You know, hopefully he'll learn from that mistake, and hopefully we won't pay for the mistake. You know, Carolina's upset because their guy got injured. It should be a major penalty.
Right on the heels of McGill Diaz netting his first of the year with a short-handed goal.
And you can cheat, by the way. Instead of calling cross-check, call a double minor, say it was accidental. So we're still getting a discussion here. And Steve Harrison wants to know why that wasn't a major.
And just a minor penalty up on the board. But it is 5-on-3. And now PD's penalty kill has its work cut out for him now. Although, as you did point out a short time ago, there was a 5-on-3 shorthanded goal at home a couple of weeks ago.
There absolutely was.
And that was actually a pretty crazy moment. There's a shot coming in and wide on the glove side of Gonzalez. It's wrapped around to the far side where Pastuca waits. He is pressured, puts it into the left side corner. Ford looking up top. Pastuca top of the far circle. Ford bottom. Ford in front. A shot. Save Gonzalez. Rebound cleared to the backhand. Not out. But I would have liked to have seen him cover that puck. Pastuca moving it over. Smirnoff into the corner. Ford had it. Hop off his stick. Pop off. Bumps in, but around it comes to the left point. Smirnoff to Ford. Ford on the left side. Up top. Smirnoff across. Pastuca at the near dot. Backdoor feed. A shot. And that one missed glove side. Wraps around. Pastuca keeps it in, but out of the box is Dominic Marcinkiewicz. 5-on-4 now. Pass to the middle for Salak is blocked on the way through. Nice job by Popoff. He is all over Gus Ford. Down to the right point. Pastuca pressuring to keep it in. Puck pops up top. Salak at the right point. Moving it onto the left side. Smirnoff looking around. Left wing. Up to the half wall. Ford. Left point. Down to the right side. Salak to the dot. Backdoor slap pass. Nobody there. Ford. Top of the far circle. Pastuca sweeps it around the wall to Salak. Salak behind the net. Ford tries to dance out in front. Poked off his stick. Another chance off Gonzalez left shoulder. Rebound to the near side. Puck to the right point. Smirnoff over to the far side. Pastuca wanted to one-time it and hopped away. Salak. Pastuca left half wall. Up top. High slot. No shot. Here's Pastuca far side. Dominic Marcinkiewicz big check. There's a shot in front. Save with a left pad by Gonzalez as it's cleared out and down the ice. Huge stop in the slot on Mania by Gonzalez.
Yeah, 10 seconds going. Nice job. Like the box started to collapse. You could tell the guys were getting tired because they went from the triangle to the box. Started to collapse a little bit, but I think we may have gotten through this one. And indeed we did.
Jurgenite is onto the box, and that PD penalty kill now 3 for 3 on the night, including that stretch of 5-on-3. Here's White trying to stick handle his way back in as we go back to even strength. Picked away just inside the line. Wilson will backhand it to center. Prexler tried to move it ahead. Line's a little bit jumbled. Here's Ford in on the right wing. Dancing in front. Swept off his stick. Nice play there by Razilov. Played away to center. Farmer's going to back up with it, and he'll recover at center. 9.5 minutes into the second. It's 2-1. Thunderbirds in the lead. PD attacking up the left side. Patrick Marcinkiewicz turning on the left side wall. Tried to play it to himself with his skates and lost it. White will wedge it from behind center. Would be icing if it wasn't coming in on Gonzalez, who tosses it aside. Marcinkiewicz chased out. He'll loop up through center. Feeds it ahead on the right wing side. Gets it right back. Patrick Marcinkiewicz in with a wrist shot. Save Babek, and he holds on to the rebound. Just 9 seconds shy of the halfway mark of this hockey game. Scott, it's 2-1. Thunderbirds in the lead, and PD probably could use a little bit of discipline right now.
Absolutely. Officially, they dodged the bullet there. Let's call it what it is. You know, the box started to collapse there, and really the Thunderbirds outpassed themselves. So right now we're back to 5-on-5. Next goal is a big goal, Tom. I think if we can score it, we get the momentum, and we remind Carolina who the better team is. If we don't, now we start second-guessing ourselves.
Zajac trying to steal it away in the corner. It's fed around to the near side. Big hit thrown on that far wall. Thunderbirds fans appreciated that. Now back the other way. It'll be dumped in on the left wing side by Blomqvist. Around the rim, near side Rivers. Bumped by Schnapp. Rivers will try to go behind the net and leave it off there for Miguel Diaz. Miguel Diaz will lob it out to center. It comes down just in front of Zajac. Played away from him. Butita at center. Butita feeds it across, pass blocked. And now it's flipped ahead. Farmer chasing. Zajac pursuing. Zajac. Farmer swings it away from him onto the near side. LaBelle up the right wing. Blomqvist moving it ahead to Schnapp. Schnapp and over the line. Cutting to his right. Left it off up top. A shot and a glove save. Gonzalez on that long wrister from Blomqvist. 9:17 to go in this Bud Light second period. Thunderbirds lead it 2-1. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the Ice Cats Broadcast Network.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home,
Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car.
Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a fling with our newest fleet yet.
You'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
All right, back here on IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan, Scott Brand. 2-1 your score. Thunderbirds in the lead halfway through the second period. You know, you can follow us over on social media. I know Scott Brand is super active on social media. You can check us out on Twitter. We're also available on TikTok, as well as Facebook and Instagram as well.
Usually just me checking into a Waffle House.
There you go. Scott, we have discussed your order before, but it's been long enough where I've forgotten it.
Smothered and covered.
There you go. And double.
Some nights double.
No?
Most
Okay, most of the time. There you go. I'm a fan of the old chunked. I like the covered and chunked. Oh, yeah. 9:17 to go in the second. 2-1 quick shot right off the draw. Missed on the glove side as the Thunderbirds try to apply the pressure here and keep it on PD. These two teams backhanded again tomorrow night, and I'll tell you what, the animosity's growing, but right now you want to see the IceCats stay out of the penalty box as Jesso centers it and goes back to get it himself. Turnaround chance is deflected away. Carter will move it ahead. Here's Pastuca. Left side, reaching for it, Salak. He'll race Popoff back into the corner. Popoff tried to reverse it around. And now Prexler will wedge it onto the zone. Comes back down to the Carolina line.
That guy's using that flip pass. I've noticed that more and more.
Yeah, quite a bit. It's instead of going around him, they're going over him.
By the way, this location, brand new ice, brand new boards, brand new glass, brand new ice service or lighting.
Oh, nice. Ford will move it ahead. Kramer carries, off the side of the net. Dangerous bounce there. Fortunately, was not on goal. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz will look up the left side, try to lead it ahead to Dominics. Couldn't snake that puck through. Razilov, Chernock as they go D to D in the defensive zone. Razilov with a pass on the right wing. And here's Patrick's Marcinkiewicz in over the line. Through the skates to himself around the D. Backhands it right in front of the net. Poked away by Babick. Pinching down for the left point. Razilov could not keep the puck in the zone. White back the other way, and Kramer was in early. 7:42 to go in the second period.
Got to say a special hello to, I think it's Sykesville, Maryland, outside of Baltimore. The senior Mr. Brand is listening in.
Okay.
And then Mom in the big metropolis of St. Louis, Michigan. Yes, that's right, Michigan.
St. Louis, Michigan.
Hopefully, Senor Puss Puss, the cat, is inside enjoying the game.
Yes.
I think it's a little cold there in the middle of Michigan, and relatives in Chicago. So I think they have a game tonight.
I know my family's listening up in Buffalo, New York.
Probably like 80 degrees there, isn't it?
It's balmy this time of year, yeah. You got to really be careful that you don't overdress. PD chasing the puck back down, stop at the line. That was offside.
Even the players know it, no officials don't.
Even Butita was like, were you not going to blow the whistle? They let him clear. Okay. It's pretty bad, but even the players know it. Zajic up the right side. PD will push it on ahead into the left side corner. Jesso.
Ooh, thank you, ref.
Yep, took it away from the referee skates. That worked out. Jesso on the left side, feeding it down low. Rivers on the left side, that's Lord. Lord around to the left point, Jesso to his right. Cutting across, high slot on the back end, puts it up top. No shot there. Feed for Popoff was too far in front of him. Cleared off the glass, out the center. It bounces past Butita. And that's going to allow both teams to go for a change on the regroup. 6:39 to go in the second. Long stretch for Jesso. He tipped it in, no icing. Up after it is Adrian. He can't get to it, though. Schnapp's going to turn it the other way. Pastuca left side. Couldn't get through the D. Prexler off the dasher to center. Boy, that could have been too many men right there, but They let that one slide for the Thunderbirds, who, by the way, have yet to be penalized in this game. Popoff trying to send it around behind his own net. Chased over there. Can't get the puck out. Salak up the far side with it. Turns it back down. Pastuca on the cycle, centering feed. Oh, tipped right in on goal. Dangerous play there. Gullo tried to clear it, and he inadvertently put it in on his own goalie. But again, Gonzalez has been sharp. Puck tied up in the far side corner. PD pulls it out. Left side. We'll give it go here as Gullo with a lob ahead there. Chopped away from Prexler and right back in. Here comes Salak. Wrist shot. Tipped away to the corner. Adrian back down after it. Skips it off the glass. Does get it out of the zone. Boy, PD could use a change here.
I was just thinking the same thing there. And here comes White looking for his third.
Yep, White's got both goals in this game for the Thunderbirds. Keeps it in on the right side. Kramer feeds. And that one stopped at the near side of the net. Once again lobbed out to center. A bouncer that this time will afford PD at least a partial change.
Yeah, and Don Carter's going to play for me down in Biloxi. He's going to go back and give us the opportunity to make the change, so that's good.
Nice.
Thank you, Don.
Yeah, absolutely. Razulov will loop out the right side of the net. Now he'll bank pass through center. And a little leave there. Razulov couldn't catch up with it. He was charging up from the D spot. Gonzalez will elect to paddle it aside as it comes in on goal. Shernock around the far side off a stanchion. Good kick. Finds Patrick Smarson-Kevics. He's got Wilson with him at the line and carries on. Feeds Wilson to the left side corner. Wilson to the left point, a bouncer that comes out. Marcinkiewicz, right side. Brother Dominic's trying to help him out. Didn't work out. Razulov at center poking at it. And once again, PD steps in. On to the left wing side. Here's Wilson. Can't catch up with it. Pass tipped away as White will wedge that one back just inside the PD line.
Just make a clean pass, guys. Yeah. We're not making clean passes. It's going off our stick, and Carolina's picking it up.
Well, right now, the Thunderbirds back into the offensive zone, trying to get a shot. Schnapp had it hop off his stick. Maybe it's just not sitting right now, but I agree with you, Scott. You try to keep it simple, and if the passes into the zone aren't working, hey, throw it in the corner and go get it.
Exactly. I mean, it's obviously we're struggling to go tape to tape here. Get it deep.
Here's Dominic Marcinkiewicz up the right side. He's got help with him, leaving it off of the right wing. A one-time shot for Patricks. He healed it, and it did not reach the goal.
You see the line needs a change.
They've been out there for a minute. Patrick's left side dangling in the slot. Still with it. Far dot. All the way down low. Turns it in front of shot. Save made in tight on Zajac. And Babic will freeze the puck. 3:23 to go in the second. 2-1 Thunderbirds in the lead. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
And we're back here on IceCats Hockey. Second period action presented by Bud Light. 2-1, Thunderbirds in the lead. All 3 goals have come here in this second period. And it's Nick McGill-Diaz with a shorthanded marker for PD in the period. Meanwhile, Zach White's got a pair for the Thunderbirds. Well, here's Zajac, Danny Zajac, the new acquisition with an offensive zone draw here, and he does win it back. Quick shot off the faceoff is tipped into the near corner. Jurgenite pinching down the left side. Lord trying to cover. It's pushed past him, and now 3-on-1. Salak, but his pass missed. Oh boy, Salak passed him right out of a great scoring chance. However, the forecheck forces a turnover, and now Salak gets it back behind the net. Tried to center for Pastuca, chopped to the left point. Carter down the left side. Salak centering feed, that one is knocked away in front, and now quickly back comes PD. They'll dump in from center, and everybody to the bench. 5 fresh skaters out there here for the IceCats. Long pass that missed, no icing. Gonzalez had to make a play on the puck. Miguel Diaz trying to force it around to the near side. Rivers trying to hop out of a check here. And it's kept in. White up the near side, but now a second chance at a clear here, and this time PD does get the puck out of the zone. Smirnoff turning it back the other way, right to the bench. Popoff had to hop off. Back on the right side. Kramer, backdoor feed, hopped away from White. But both teams kind of playing with fire in the too many men with the changes.
Absolutely well. I thought we got away with ours there, so it's even.
Offside whistled at the line here with 2:07 to go in the second. And Scott, the shots in the first period were 14-9, and they say 28-15 now. So, I mean, Carolina's clearly ripping them.
They are. They're you know, they're making more attacking zone plays than us. At some point in time, we've just got to create more offense, particularly with our team. You know, we should be
a lot of talent.
Should be scoring 4 or 5 goals a night.
So Dominic Marcinkiewicz up under the right side of Brother Patrick's into the sliders. Wilson couldn't take the pass in the backhand. Tried to feed the point, and that turned over to Ford. Gus Ford, former league MVP, trying to cut in on the right wing, had a stick knocked away. It goes to Popoff behind the net, but he turned it over in the left side corner, fed to the right point. And there's a tip down low. Ford put it right back in front, but it didn't connect. And now Marcinkiewicz will play it across. Popoff feeds Dominic's Marcinkiewicz. They'll stop just inside the line, leave it off in space. Patrick's tried to slide one through. It goes off a skate, and now a break back the other way. Here comes Pastuca in by himself, right side in. A shot, save Gonzalez, and he holds on.
Well, you and I and Pastuca both saw that 5-hole. I'm surprised that Gonzalez was able to close it that quick. But we both saw it, and I was like, here we go. But
speaking as an old goalie, maybe, just maybe, Scott, he was baiting that.
Could have been. Could have been. But that play develops because we can't make a simple pass in our attacking zone. We're not putting mustard on a hot dog. We're trying to play stuff. Pass the puck. You know, don't direct, just pass it.
Well, right now, PD able to move it out. Here comes Rivers. Rivers right side around Farmer, in on goal. Babbitt with the poke, but it goes in. Oh, what a goal by Rivers! Huge individual effort down the right side. Babbitt tried the poke check, and in the process, directed the puck in behind himself. Rivers had all the momentum there, Scott, going towards the net, and that's a huge break.
It's a huge break, and it's everything that we could do right because it was our defenseman making a simple pass to Rivers. Rivers then has a lane, and at some point, you know, guys like him are going to take the puck, they're going to go all the way down. Where that goal finished, Tom, was Rivers kept his feet moving. He had a defenseman pitch up on him, and instead of just, hey, okay, you're taking me out, kept the feet moving, was able to drive that puck, and he made the original shot. I think he got his own rebound in close, and tight. We're going to go down for an icing call, but who cares? You know, but what a great play by Rivers.
Boy, 18:57 time of the goal, so just short of a minute to go in this period. And that is huge right there. That is just a massive goal. Gullo and Adrian pick up the assists.
It is, because it's like Carolina was all over us and controlled us and owned us that period, and then all of a sudden, you know, you get a quick one and you go by and you give them the finger and score.
And it is disheartening to the it is disheartening to the other team.
Yes,
when you've been doing that all period and then it ends up in your net like that.
Now just don't give up a late one, and even better, put one back in the net and take the lead.
Well, here's White. He'll feed to the right point. LaBelle just tips it down the right side wall. Kramer tried to center, and he got run into over there by Zajac. And now PD will break the zone. Left side, here comes Gesso. He'll dump it into the right side corner. 34 seconds to go in the period. Ford ends up with the puck, however. And his stretch bounces away from White. Boy, White was sniffing for that breakaway goal. White is up by himself, but finally turns that puck over. Pickford dumped it away to center. Time winding down, 16 seconds, and so the Thunderbirds are going to go ahead, take it all the way back to their own end. Are they going to run out the clock, though? LaBelle's in no hurry to move this puck.
He should just take a knee.
Hey, this is essentially him taking a knee, although that would take a long time. LaBelle trying for a stretch up the right side, but yeah, way too late for the Thunderbirds to do anything. They just run it out. Maybe the Thunderbirds were a little wary of giving up a late one there.
You know what? You can tell that things really. You watch the Thunderbirds go off the ice and listen, they're upset, and they should be. They gave up that late goal, but as an Ice Cat, you got to be very, very happy. I mean, as they said, you got a tail kicked in, I think, most of that period, but for Rivers to just take the puck and go the length of the ice, keep the legs driving, and follow up on his shot, that's a game changer right there. And now I think you're probably going to see a little bit different start to the third period.
Here's the other thing we have to talk about, and we brought it up a couple times during the period, but Babic does not look comfortable in that net.
No, he doesn't, particularly the glove side, Tom. I mean, that's the thing we know. First of all, the first goal we scored, the shorthanded goal was the glove side, right? The second goal we scored, guess what? It's on the glove side. I don't know if that had to do with the goal, but everything was on that glove side. So, you got to imagine, let's say, go in the locker room and start thinking about it, and let's keep firing towards that glove. And let's get more shots on net. Let's quit, again, listen, unless you're watching on the YouTube or one of the TV stations is showing highlights, that's a joke, by the way, because they don't show highlights. But anyway, you're on the radio. Every shot is perfect and pretty for those of you listening to the radio. So listen, nobody. Again, you said it earlier. What was the comment you made about they don't put an asterisk by them?
Yeah, they don't ask you how, they don't ask you how, just how many. And there are no pictures on the scoreboard.
There's no pictures on you're right. So listen. The next goal we score, it's going to be the best goal after 6 passes. It's going to be top shelf. I don't care if it trickles in across the line. We'll take it, right?
Absolutely. So, hey, getting out of here after 40 minutes, tied up at 2 on the road. Not a bad place to be.
I'll take that all day.
All right. Well, we'll take a break, and when we come back, it'll be our second period intermission report. Come on back. We've got a bunch of scoring to wrap up for you, plus a look back at the out-of-town scoreboard and more coming your way. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings. We've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories. It deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
Southco Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. Southco Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings. The flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
Welcome to Creekside, where great food meets the perfect game of pool. Since 2021, we've been serving up delicious meals and creating memorable moments in our unique dining atmosphere. Whether you're planning a celebration or a corporate gathering, Creekside offers the ideal blend of delectable cuisine and entertainment. Come for the taste, stay for the experience. Creekside, the ultimate destination for fun and flavor.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And welcome back here on IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you. And we made it through 40 minutes of play. This second intermission is brought to you by Yokomo Tires. Well, I didn't have any scoring to tell you about after 20 minutes of play, but after 40 minutes, well, we managed to pick up 4 goals, 2 for each side. And really an odd period. If you're just tuning in now, first period was scoreless, 0-0 after 1. Well, if you look at just the numbers from this second period and not the goals, if I told you the only 2 power plays belong to Twin City, if I told you they outshot PD 15-7, you'd probably say, well, geez, it sounds like probably the Thunderbirds are leading the IceCats. Not the case. This game's tied at 2. Now, the scoring did start back early in the period, 2:59 in. The first goal and actually second goal of the game of 5:07, scored by the same guy, his 6th and, as it turns out later, 7th of the year off the stick of Zach White. And White's first goal, set up by Kramer and Ford. That one at 2:59, then a 5:07. Gus Ford, the only assist on the goal by Kramer. The first one, nice shot, but the second goal was deflected on its way in and kind of fooled the goaltender, Ricardo Gonzalez. Turned into a bit of an off-speed pitch. Wiggles through the pads, and in it goes. And Gonzalez has played a heck of a hockey game here. He's made some just huge saves in this one for PD. So really an unfortunate situation for him, because that's one I'm sure he'd love to have back but could do nothing about. Well, despite the fact that PD was indeed shorthanded in that second period, they, as they have several times this year, turned it into a positive, a shorthanded goal. They were actually down 5-on-3. We'll get to that. When the first penalty was going on that put them down 5-on-4, they scored a shorthanded goal at 6:41. It was Nick McGill-Diaz with his first of the year, with assist going to Nick Gullo and Jake Jurgenite. And just a well-placed shot. Not a hard shot, not a crazy move, but just a well-placed wrist shot over the left shoulder of the goaltender Boris Babic for a shorthanded goal. Made it 2-1, gave him some momentum. But then on the following play, a cross-checking call against Jurgenite lands him in the box, and that gives the Thunderbirds some 5-on-3 power play time. Now, the PD penalty kill, which is number 1 in the league this year, killed it off. So huge effort from them. Kudos to the penalty killers. They get through the 5-on-3, then the 5-on-4 portion on the other side of that, and they're able to bide their time until late in the period. And again, they were outshot 15-7 in this period. But late in the frame, Boris Babic, who hasn't looked especially comfortable in the second, had a lot of pucks go off him. Instead of him containing the rebounds, controlling or directing the puck, it was kind of scooting off his body, sliding away. Not normally what you see from a goaltender. So Babic, I didn't think looked comfortable. Well, then you have Eli Rivers taking a lead pass on the right side from Nick Gullo. And as he breaks in on goal, Babic goes for the poke check. Rivers looked like he was going to make a move to pull the puck across, but the poke check ends up keeping the puck instead on that near side, which would be the right side of the attacking forward Rivers. And instead of him being able to cut across the goal mouth right to left, instead the puck stays on the left side. Babic is already down and sliding to his right with the play. Well, the puck continued right on into the net. And so that net drive by Rivers nets him his 6th goal of the season, with the assist going to Gullo and Chance Adrian. And out of that period, PD comes out tied at 2. Was it the most deserving tied at 2? Well, not necessarily. Based on merit, the Thunderbirds feel like they should be leading this game, but they're not. And that, unto itself, 40 minutes in the first of 2 straight road games, can be a big lift. And hopefully the IceCats are able to use that in the room right now to say, you know what, guys, we have not played our best game, and that's not our goal, but it's also okay because we're tied right now. So if they go out and play 20 good minutes here in this third period, they have a real shot at coming out with a huge 2, if not 3 points. You get 3 points for a regulation win here in the FPHL. So that absolutely is the mission. Tied at 2 after 2, that's a fantastic place to be. Shots, as I told you, were 15-7 in the period and for the game, 29 for the Thunderbirds, 16 for the IceCats. Power plays, still not a PD power play in this game. Thunderbirds have not been whistled for a penalty. Meanwhile, 0 for 3 for the Thunderbirds on the power play, so the IceCats a perfect 3 for 3 on that penalty kill. All right, we're going to take a break here in the Yokomo Tire second period intermission report. When we come back, take a look at the standings and the out-of-town scoreboard for you. Stay tuned. 2-2 after 2. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by McLeod Health and Fitness Center, the wellness leader. Austin and Associates. The right agent can lead the way. Hertz Car Rentals. Smart deals for any destination. Sports Clips Haircuts. The pros in men's and boys' hair.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car. Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a flame with our newest fleet yet.
I'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
No matter which sport clips you walk into, you'll know it's special. And just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics and specialized equipment. From our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
The PD IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win, on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
I have never heard executive producer Aiden Mulholland laugh until just now when I did the YMCA right before we came back from break. I don't know how I feel about that, but that is the reality of the situation. 2-2 after 2. The second period intermission is brought to you by Yokomo Tires. And let's take a look at the standings here what's going on around the FPHL. So we're going to get to that out-of-town scoreboard, but before we do, we focus on the Continental Division because PD plays 99% of their games in the division, and also, really, I mean, this is where the playoffs are taking shape. You can see a divide, and I'm going to point out first Twin Cities with 9 points, tied with Biloxi for 5th right now, but the gap is 7 points to Columbus and PD. And that's really what the Thunderbirds are trying to make up. Only 3 wins in their first 10 games. Baton Rouge, obviously, is off to a pretty bad start, 1-5-1-0. But that 3-7-0 mark for Twin City, they really are trying to turn the season around now. They're making moves. They're not waiting. They're trying to get things going in the right direction. We haven't seen them that much, and I really can't break down that first 10 games for you for this team. But, you know, tonight, they could easily look at this as a case of puck luck. How are we tied despite outplaying PD right now 2-2 after 2? But they are. And those are just some of the things when you're not playing well, that does not go your way. And that can become a thing. That can get in your head. That can really affect your game. And so that's where it's really important for this team to try to find some success, the Thunderbirds, and get it going. Because meanwhile, Athens is way out in front of everybody right now. They're 8-1, 0-1, 26 points at the top. But this middle pack, Monroe at 19 points and then Columbus and PD at 16 points apiece. This is really where the battles are going to take shape. Because these teams do play each other so much in the division throughout the course of the year, this is where you're going to see all of this stuff starting to happen. And so I would really keep your focus on this mid-pack tier throughout the year. Athens, do I think they'll come back to the pack at some point? Maybe a little bit, but that's a really good hockey team. They are stacked in Athens. So could they be wire-to-wire winners? I could see it. But the opportunity is there for Monroe, Columbus, PD to separate themselves from this Continental Division. So we'll keep an eye on that and see if they are indeed able to make that happen. Out-of-town scoreboard for you, and it looks like it's gone final now. Black Bears 4-3 winners over the Danbury Hat Tricks. Also 3-0 Port Huron shutting out Blue Ridge. And they are about to start the third period. Indiana Watertown tied at 3 heading into the third. Columbus still up 2-1 on Biloxi heading into the third period of play there. Rock Lobsters and the Moccasins, speaking of which, halfway home in the second, they are still scoreless in that game. And Topeka up 2-1 on Baton Rouge. That one is late in the second period as well. National Hockey League, Sabres trying to polish off the Blackhawks. It's now 8-3 Buffalo in that game. Wild with a 5-0 lead on the Penguins late in the third period. Second period, Hurricanes 3-2 up on the Jets. And 10:30, the late puck drop tonight, Bruins at the Kings. We are tied at 2 after 2. That's it for the Yacomo Tire second period intermission report. When we come back, third period action. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings. We've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories. It deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
South Coast Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. South Coast Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings. The flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
Welcome to Creekside, where great food meets the perfect game of pool. Since 2021, we've been serving up delicious meals and creating memorable moments in our unique dining atmosphere. Whether you're planning a celebration or a corporate gathering, Creekside offers the ideal blend of delectable cuisine and entertainment. Come for the taste, stay for the experience. Creekside, the ultimate destination for fun and flavor.
Watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And back for third period action, brought to you by Pepsi, tied at 2 after 2 periods of play. Tom Callahan, Scott Brand. Hey, did you know Pepsi's the official soft drink of the PD IceCats, but Pepsi Zero is the official soft drink of IceCats goaltenders and me.
Let's hope that he can throw a zero this period.
Boy, I tell you what, Scott. Mentally, it's got to be an interesting intermission for both of these teams. They come out tied at 2 here. And honestly, the game is PD's for the taking right now.
Oh, it absolutely has. I mean, you got to imagine that Carolina's a little down in the mouth there.
PD will have to scoop it out of their zone to start here, rolling left to right on your radio dial. And Gullo absorbs a hit there as he put the puck down the ice. LaBelle will chase it all the way down. The Thunderbirds have yet to be penalized. Human nature would dictate, Scott, you got to expect the pendulum to go back the other way at some point.
Yeah, I just said something to our coaching staff. You guys are working that power play.
And there's a shot and a save. Hugging the left post by Gonzalez. A solid stop just 43 seconds into the third period. White's got 2 goals, and he's sniffing for that hat trick.
He is. I think he's been probably the top player in this game tonight. Been consistent. He's got some offenses, going there for Twin Cities. I want to say Carolina. I guess they're not Carolina anymore.
I think I threw out a Carolina earlier, but,
Well, let's remember, they're North Carolina.
Right. There's a quick shot off the draw. Save Gonzalez on Pastuca. And he will trap that against the ice to get the quick whistle. Oh, boy. Got to bear down to the faceoff circle in the defensive zone.
Yeah, we got to start winning. But Pastuca, a clear shot. You're right. He could take a step forward, I think, and then a little bit better aim. I'm glad he didn't.
This time, PD controls the draw. Around it goes Marcinkiewicz, tips to the left point. Smirnoff able to keep it in. Into the left side corner it goes. Way to swing it around, but coughed it up on the boards. Into the skates there, and now ahead. Here comes Dominic Marcinkiewicz to Wilson. Wilson tried to dance in through the D, couldn't get it done. That is one thing I will say. PD does try to split the D and go through a lot of black jerseys fairly often.
Yeah, making it look pretty. Just be ugly and win.
PD trying to regroup in its own end right now. Shernock up the near side. Dominic Marcinkiewicz with the backhand across. Patrick's chasing it down. Salak gets there first. Wilson has to stop at the line. Lost it to Butita. And now they'll head off for a change here. Schnapp will dump it in on the left side, but not very deep, and PD pushed it back the other way. Butita feeding it back to his D. And now he pops it up in the air there as Zajac tried to get up on that forecheck. Marcinkiewicz moving it ahead, and now Patrick's Marcinkiewicz right side as Dominic's with him. Swings it on goal. Babic sticks that one away to the corner, and actually it goes right on out of play. 1:54 into the third, tied at 2.
And there's a smart play by Marcinkiewicz, right? 11, right?
That's Dominic's.
You got to make sure you get the right one.
Yes.
So Dom comes in, looks like he was going to fake a pass, instead takes a quick shot, and that's how you surprise goaltenders.
And again, with Babic not looking comfortable tonight, just shoot the puck as Jesso does there. It caroms away to the corner, and Babic wanted to hold it, but LaBelle took it from him, and now the pass deflected out of play. Look out.
They're going to say it got tipped. LaBelle.
Well, it definitely was.
LaBelle looking back, making sure. You don't look back. I mean, it's like admitting guilt. I mean, it was tipped.
I mean, I don't know if that's reviewable. I don't think it is. Face off to the left of the Twin City goal is controlled by the Thunderbirds. And LaBelle will look to move it ahead. Swings it onto the right side. Ooh, look out. Butita tipped it into the bench. And I don't know if Chance Adrian just reacted like it hit him or if it actually caught him. But he's out there on the ice. He's all right.
He didn't reach for his face, so it must have.
Yeah, no, that's huge. Yeah. That's a big deal. Scott, what do you think of neck guards being mandatory in the Olympics coming up here? Neck protectors.
Really?
Yes. In this Winter Olympics, they will be mandatory.
I don't know if they're necessary. I think kids should obviously wear them, but I think for the pros, your own choice.
Butita steals it away, tried to shot that one away to the wall, and now off the glove with Gonzalez right in the slot. PD trying to take this puck away. It does finally bounce out to center. Dump back in, but IceCats dodge a bullet there. Pass on the right side. Here's Prexler driving the wing all the way behind the net. Prexler out the far side, leaves it behind the net, fed around to the point, but that one will not be kept in. McGill Diaz could not get there in time.
Both teams will get their line change. And Diaz look for a smart pass out of the zone.
Gives it to Popoff. Popoff up the right side wall. Chipped on into the corner by Zajac. Dominic Marcinkiewicz trying to get to it. Zajac tying up his man to the right side. Played around to the right point, but Kramer got to it before it reached Popoff. Kramer skates it ahead, dumps it in from there. Oh boy, crazy bounce right up the slot, but they say it hit the netting. That puck went up in the air off the top of the dasher, and it was judged to have gone out of play. It just disappeared altogether for a minute there.
Yeah, it did. I didn't see it hit the netting, but
3:16 gone here in this third, tied at 2.
Take the face off in our zone instead of in our net.
Yeah, absolutely. IceCats hockey brought to you by Gatorade, the official thirst quencher, and XGen, the official recovery and rejuvenation spot. It's played ahead here. Patrick Marcinkiewicz ahead, a little too far in the lead for Dom. And played back off the glass out to center. They have to wait to tag it up, and did not tag up properly. Dominic's disagreeing, but Scott, I think that was about right. Also, we're seeing the line shuffled here in the third.
Yeah, we are.
You got Jesso, Lord, and Wilson out there now, and you had Zajac centering the Marcinkiewicz twins that last time out. So maybe we're trying to get the offense sparked.
Got to get the offense sparked. As I said, we're a team that's going to win when we score 4+ goals.
Up the right side, here's Wilson moving it ahead in with Jesso. Jesso's still looking for his first this year. He ran into traffic. Now Lord continuing on to the right side. Trying to feed it around to the far wall. Jesso threw a bump there. Tipped to the line, but not out by White. Kept it on the left side, but Wilson's cross-ice pass had a skate. And Karam's down the ice. Shernock. Jesso curling back at center just inside his own line. Picks up some speed. Had it swatted away at center. Diaz had to hurry it. Turned over to Salak. To Pastuca. Wrist shot way out of play as it ramps off the stick of Jurgenite. 4:15 into this third period, tied at 2. White's got both goals for the Thunderbirds. McGill Diaz a shorthanded goal for the IceCats in the second period. And Rivers, a great goal off a drive up the right wing towards the end of the second to tie it up.
Again, this is the last time this line was out here for the Thunderbirds. They got a quick shot off, so we got to win that face-off, and we do.
McGill Diaz will play it around to the near side. Puck up to the left point. Smirnoff keeping it in, but not for long as it's pushed back out to center. Smirnoff will try to step right back in. Offside. Crowd reacting a little bit to that one, but been a little bit loosey-goosey with the offside tonight. So
there's been a couple. Here's the thing, and I don't like to complain about the officiating. You've never heard me
what?
It can be bad as long as it's consistently bad, but for both sides. And I think they've been consistent tonight.
That's fair. There you go. I think it's been consistently bad. Okay, perfect. Salak trying to put it across. In on the left side, here's Pastuca. Has Salak trying to backhand a pass over. It was blocked by a diving Jurgenite. Puck stays in that left wing corner. Carolina trying to go to work now. Adrian ends up with it. And Jurgenite got high, sticked in the face, was looking for a call, none coming. Ref was right there. There's a shot, save Babic. Oh, the rebound scooted away. He had to paddle it to the corner. Again, Babic not good control of the rebound.
No, we gotta attack that more. We gotta know that he's gonna cough those rebounds out and keep shooting that glove.
Well, they gotta shoot the puck first of all. Here's an icing call coming up on a bank pass down the ice. That'll get us to a break. 5:13 into the third period. We remain tied up at 2. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and SunTech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Del Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Del Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
Third period action brought to you by Pepsi. Here, IceCats Hockey tied at 2. Tom Callahan, Scott Brand joining me here. And first to 2 tonight. Back at it again tomorrow, 6:05 p.m., 550 on that pregame show for you. Look forward to chatting with you then as the IceCats trying to figure out a way to pick up possibly even 3 points for a regulation win here on the road.
Understand there's a couple watch parties going on. I want to say hello to everybody in the IceCats Nation there watching us on the YouTube.
Certainly appreciate them tuning the game in as Patrick Smarson-Kevics up the left side with it, trying to push on into the corner. Dominic's on the puck now, scoots away from traffic. Trying to curl away from the check of Butita. Butita able to move that puck out to center. Pop off on the right side. We'll try to move it ahead. You know who I haven't seen here, Scott, in the period, and as soon as I say it, he'll appear as Razilov.
Yeah, good call.
I do see him on the bench, though, and he looks like he's ready to take a shift here, so maybe I just haven't quite noticed him just yet. We're only about 6 minutes in.
Oh,
now a penalty coming up. Butita with a shot, and he scores. Well, the delayed call was on, but Butita scores anyway. And the Thunderbirds take a 3-2 lead.
Good, I don't have to give my commentary on how you give a penalty to a guy trying to split 2 guys.
Butita's 3rd of the year. That's going to be an unassisted marker.
And then my next question is, how does a guy score trying to split 2 guys?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
14:04 left here. Tom, I hate to say it's such a cliche, the next goal wins. Because if we score, the momentum goes back on our side. If Thunderbirds get a 3-goal lead, I think you start playing for tomorrow. And I hate that cliche.
It really, if you're PD, I mean, the onus is on here. You've got to start to push. But you've got to be able to move the puck ahead, as Gesso does just that. He chips it into the corner and goes to get it. Gesso and Wilson over there after it. Here's White on the near side. He'll flip it out down the ice. Not enough gas or icing as Shernock back after it. He'll leave it along. Razilov up the near side. Gesso in the slot. Try to flip it ahead. Turned it over to Ford. Ford could have dumped it in, hit White. And that one's going to draw a whistle here and a penalty. In behind the play.
Hooking call.
Again against PD. Scott, are there 2 teams playing here tonight?
No, but you look at the referee screaming and yelling, he's lost control of himself. Listen, it was a hook penalty. Jessel made a bad backhand, coughed up the puck, and had to, give a little hook. I don't think a hook in the neutral zone is worth the call, but what do I know? But then he's screaming at our player. There's no reason for them to be screaming at our player. It's just bad, call a penalty and assess it and move on.
So it is the fourth penalty kill of the game now, brought to you by Bluefish IT Solutions as Jesso takes a seat in that Austin Remax penalty box.
Time for another shorty.
There you go. A perfect 3 for 3 with a shorthanded goal tonight on the penalty kill. And there's a lead up the left side, a bouncer that comes back down, and it'll be Smirnoff. Pestered there. Nice job by Prexler, who will now turn to head off. Keep the shifts short on this penalty kill. Up the left side, here's Smirnoff bringing it in for the Thunderbirds. Try to put it into the corner. Watched by Miguel Diaz. They go behind the net. Puck wraps out the far side. Salak tied up in the corner. And now a chance. Gullo. Nice job to get it down the ice.
Yeah, very good, smart play. Make the obvious play. And you're right. We're gonna change up our power play, or our penalty kill, and somebody on our bench is giving the official his what fors. I think the word was pucking with a P. Pucking.
Puck dumped on in as Pickford around after it. He'll fire that around the rim. And back on down the ice it goes. 8 minutes gone here in this third period. There's 40 seconds in the power play. Thunderbirds haven't really gotten set up yet.
No, I like the way the PD's just kind of waiting for him and waiting to react and get the puck now. Get it out. Make the smart play.
Pickford finds a seam, sends it down, and now LaBelle has to race. Patrick Marcinkiewicz will beat him to the puck. Marcinkiewicz behind the net, roller out the far side, and he's going to bank it back on down the ice, and that's just fine. Gonzalez will handle it, and he'll leave it off, so that'll chew a lot more of the clock. Marcinkiewicz back for it in his own end. He'll wheel behind the net. And now Prexler ahead. Marcinkiewicz with time ticking down, and out of the box is Jesso. The penalty is over. Puck finds Jesso at center. He'll backhand it in. Chasing it into the Thunderbirds' end. While Twin City tries to come up that right side, Hanley caught at center, lost the puck, and now a collision at center. As the puck sent back to Farmer, Farmer will wedge it into the PD end. Miguel Diaz out the left side on the wing. Pass ahead to center. Fired in from there by Jesso, who heads to the bench for a change. Rivers up on the forecheck. He's got one of the two here tonight for PD. Handling into the far corner. Is knocked down but got the puck out.
Just a lot of bad play in the neutral zone. Finally, we do get an offsides call.
Well, we get a whistle there. 10:29 here showing on that third period clock. Scott, it's still only a one-goal game. That's the one thing that just kind of keeps hanging with me here. It's 3-2. It's a one-goal game. I mean, anything can happen.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, keep taking shots. Quit trying to work the puck into the perfect position. Just take shots.
Up the left side, there's a centering attempt. That one is cleared around the glass. And Zajac tried to put it in front. Driven right back in by PD. They have to tag the zone. Here's Gullo moving up on the forecheck with Lord. And now Gullo trying to throw the body back there as the puck played up the right side. And now Blomqvist at center, taken away by Popoff. Right back in. Here comes PD. Here's Lord. High slot. Wrist shot right into the body again. The rebound comes loose. Popoff on the right side. Lord in the right wing corner.
Shoot.
Popoff. Through traffic he does. Left pad save. Rebound to the corner. Gullo into the corner after it. Zajac trying to work it free. It squirts over to the far side. White on it. And he'll flip it up in the air, get it out to center. You know, it's kind of funny, but I mean, the Thunderbirds don't look comfortable in their own end. They're just not being forced to spend a lot of time there.
No, they don't. Is we put pressure on, and they cough it up.
Left side corner, PD. Puck tied up over there. Boy, Prexler's just not moving it anywhere. Adrian over to try to help him out. Puck still in that pile. Adrian pulls it out. There's a quick shot. Save made. Babick, and he'll bring that rebound in and hold on. 9:10 to go in the third. 3-2 Thunderbirds in the lead. We'll take a break and come back with more in just a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
For 25 years, Stefano's Italian of Florence has brought the heart of Italy to your table. Experience the tradition with hand-tossed pizzas crafted with love and care. Our secret is our robust Italian seasonings and the finest imported cheese and our choice imported meats. At Stefano's, we share a taste of the old country with each bite. Stefano's, a taste of Italy.
And back here on IceCats Hockey, third period action brought to you by Pepsi. Tom Callahan, Scott Brand here with you. Thunderbirds with a 3-2 lead. Just past the halfway mark of this final frame. These two teams going back at it again tomorrow night. Then we are back home on Wednesday night. Blue Ridge in town, 7:15 start for our Friendsgiving game. And then Friday and Saturday, 7:15, Columbus. Here's a chance for the slot tipped away. Ends up right point. Razilov with a drive. Oh boy, the deflection in front. The rebound doesn't go. Razilov will try it again. That's blocked by traffic. How about Adrian? His shot blocked as well. Thunderbirds selling out to block those shots from PD.
And PD taking shots. That's the biggest thing.
Here they come in on the left side. Another shot off the goal post. Puck is free. Babick run over in the crease. Penalty coming up.
Dummy in the back here is calling a penalty on us.
Oh my goodness. Scott, the momentum finally back with PD. And now another penalty coming up. Well, penalty or penalties?
5 in a row.
No, penalty. Yeah, 5 in a row against PD and none against Carolina in this game.
And here we go. Mr. Control screaming, yelling at our guy. He didn't even see the call. He's calling a cross check. He didn't see it. It was goalie interference. It's a penalty, but...
Yeah, no, I actually thought it would be goaltender interference. Okay, well, back to the penalty kill brought to you by Bluefish IT Solutions.
But before that, a nice job taking shots. Instead of thinking just shoot the puck, and one of them almost sunk in.
No, hey, you hit another post. So into the box is Adrian. Oh, boy. Let's see if PD can do their job again. They've been able to spring everybody tonight.
You just don't want to continue to put yourself in a position.
No, you really don't. You don't want to keep giving the Thunderbirds chances. Puck in behind the net. Worked around to the right side. Pastuca up top. Smirnoff a drive. Glove save. Gonzalez. Nice snag there. That was ticketed top corner.
Nice job of our defense allowing Gonzalez to see a lane to see the puck.
It really does help when you see it. You got a much better chance at stopping it. Nick Keeley in for the face-off. Well, Nick Keeley out of the face-off. Mania's going to step in across from Wilson. Wilson tried to push it ahead on the draw. Still battling for it, but is kept in up top. Smirnoff walks in, feeds it down low. Mania in front, a shot off the goal post. Carolina started to celebrate. That one went off the iron, though. Slot Salak shot it high. Right point. Smirnoff, top of the near circle. Pastuca backing up. His off-angle chance. Blocker save, and the rebound covered by Gonzalez.
Yeah, nice job of puck movement there by Carolina. Our box collapsed a little bit. I think they're a little tired there, Tom, but we'll get a line change. Get four more attackers out here. Minute 13 left to kill it off. But if you're a PD Pride, well, I look at it as a minute and 13 seconds, I guess, to get a shorthanded goal.
7:56 to go in the third. 3-2 Thunderbirds. And already one shorthanded goal in this game. Miguel Diaz with just an incredibly well-placed shot. Draws one and sent down the ice by Popoff. I mean, hey, this team has shown its ability to strike shorthanded more than a few times.
It absolutely has.
And that's just it. PD's dangerous.
Offsides.
White carries it in, but play continues. And it's coughed up, though, and sent down the ice. Babick will leave it there. Boy, once they get through this, they have to go right back on the attack.
You absolutely have to. I mean, you had the momentum on your side, and then you get that penalty.
Once again, the Thunderbirds can't set up, and they cough it up. Sent down there, and Gullo run into by Schnapp. Thunderbirds will try here to bring it in with 22 seconds to go on the man advantage as they curl it center. Ford up on the left wing side. Into the corner. Pickford knocked down. Puck ends up. Farmer, left point into the dot. White trying to cut across, had his pocket picked. It's cleared down one more time, and that'll do it. Power play expires as once again that Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill comes up huge.
Now let's get the puck back and start creating offense.
And so here's Dominic Marcinkiewicz with Wilson on the left side as they try to push, make something happen here.
There's a hit from behind. We're going to have a power play.
Well, it's the first power play of the game for PD, and it comes with 6:27 to go, and PD trailing by a goal.
Yeah, 11 got him from behind. Farmer there.
Farmer in for boarding.
I don't know why you just can't call it checking from behind and give it 2 minutes.
You got me.
Just call it what it is. Regardless, it's put up or shut up time. We've been the one, complaining we haven't a power play. Well, we got one. And here's the problem: is we got a player injured. We got hit from behind. He's back on the ice now, and now we got to hurry up.
This power play brought to you by Chick-fil-A. IceCats power play 6th in the league at 24.1. And the Thunderbirds penalty kill, Scott, has been dead last, 64.3%.
Good, let's hope we can make it worse.
So, PD will start from its own end here. They'll bring it in on the left side. Dominic Marcinkiewicz cutting down low all the way around behind the net, around Patrick's near side, feeds it up top. And now gets it back. Patrick's on the right side. Razulov to the left dot. Dominic's a shot and a stick save there by Babick. Wilson on the rebound around to Dominic's. He'll settle the roller. Dominic's to the left half wall. Feeding it down low. It ends up bouncing around to the near side. Patrick's trying to come up with it here, and it's cleared off the shoulder of Razulov. And it skips back to the PD end. PD will bring it ahead again, right side. Pushed into the corner. Wilson trying to chase it down over there. Pushed in behind the net. Chance to clear. Oh, hit the ref. He is down, but the puck's second effort does get down the ice. PD is going to change up the power play unit. 48 seconds to go with the man advantage. 5:12 to go in the third. 3-2 Thunderbirds in the lead. Lord on the right side. He'll backhand it into the near wing corner. They tie up over it in behind the net. Puck free on the far side, and Smirnoff will send it down.
Still looking for our opportunity. Thunderbirds playing a nice disciplined box there. The puck is bouncing on us.
It really is. Here's Jesso trying the left side. He'll bring it in. Puck fed over to the right point. Lord, middle of the blue line. Shot coming in. Tipped in front, and that one finds the glass. Lord down into the right side corner immediately after it. Try to play it around to Gullo. Picked off by Ford and cleared. That's it. Power play comes to a close. So a big penalty kill right there as the puck hops ahead. Jesso trying to get to it. LaBelle took it away. Pastuca left side. Mania tried to feed it back. Pastuca on the wing. Backhand a shot. Shut down by Gonzalez at the near post. Lord wedging it ahead. Rivers trying to catch up with it. Swung away by Hanley to center. Salak Moving in, left wing. Mania going to the net. Shot tipped in on goal. Nice right pad save by Gonzalez. Quickly back. Now here comes up the left side. Zajac in on the left wing wall. Carrying it wide. Patrick Marcinkiewicz. Shot. Babic. Awkward save, but he made it. He almost found daylight on the 5-hole as the goaltender cheated away from the post. Marcinkiewicz back across. Zajac can't move it in. Bounces back in front of the PD bench.
I think that the shot got Babic off a little bit off his rocker a little bit there and wasn't expecting it.
No, absolutely caught him by surprise. Salak back in behind his own net, trying to clear it around the left side. It bounces away to center. McGill Diaz back. It dies in the snow in front of the Thunderbirds bench. And McGill Diaz will wedge that back into the far corner. 3:10 to go in the third. 3-2. We'll begin to keep an eye on Gonzalez here. Maybe in a minute, 90 seconds or so, you might see him go. Razilov on to the left side. Dominic Marcinkiewicz with a shot. Babic a stick save. Puck into the netting. 2:59 to go in the third. Stay tuned for the exciting third period conclusion. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car. Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a fling with our newest fleet yet.
I'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
Tom Callahan, Scott Brand back here with you. And, boy, the closing stages of this third period are set to be a nail-biter. 3-2 Thunderbirds. As the face-off is in the Twin City end. PD is going to send out Adrian along with Dominic Marcinkiewicz, Houston Wilson, and then Razilov and Chernak on the point. Face-off one back by the Thunderbirds. Well, Scott, that's a rough one. You got to win that draw.
Yeah, I mean, we got to gain control of the game. And it starts with the little things, the face-off, the passes.
Here comes Dominic Marcinkiewicz into the left wing with a wrist shot. Missed the net. Around it comes Wilson on the right side. They'll keep that one into the corner. Fed to the far wing. Keeley takes a look. Gets it ahead. Butita tipping it at center. He's up one-on-one. Razilov sweeps it away from him. Butita after it into the corner. I'm actually kind of surprised Gonzalez did not come out to play that puck. Ends up on the left side. Forward in with a shot. Glove save, but it goes off the heel of the mitt. Puck stays free.
Oh, we got away with one.
Yeah, Razilov got the stick up on forward. Turnover the slot to White. A shot, he scores. There's the hat trick for White. Another turnover bites the IceCats. And with 2:14 to go, it is now 4-2 Thunderbirds.
Yeah, we got away with the high sticks, and maybe the hockey gods made things even there. But, again, turnover defensive zone. Okay, come on, Carolina fans. Finally somebody recognizes the hat. The backup goaltender.
He had to throw his hat on the ice. And so White with the hat trick and the belated sailing of hats to the surface. Scott, what do you do with the hats in PD?
Clean them and resell them.
Okay.
No. Actually, you know what? I don't think we've ever had a policy. I was asked that once before what we did. And I think we probably need to figure out how to take him to the concierge table. The problem is, what if the guy hits the one late,
right
in the game, and everybody's gone home? So.
Well, now I don't know that I would say the plot thickens, but I will tell you, with 2:14 to go in a 2-goal deficit, I imagine as soon as you get that puck over the red line, if you were going to pull your goaltender, you will have to do it pretty much immediately.
Yeah. Well, the second the puck crosses the red line, Gonzalez should be skating forward.
They do win the faceoff. Gesso trying to push it in, but the play's offside. And Gonzalez is casually sipping water at the net, so I don't think he's going anywhere. Faceoff won by the Thunderbirds here. LaBelle up the left side. Salak moving ahead. He's got help. Salak cutting it on goal, but he lost the handle on it. And now back the other way. Gesso will back up into his own end. Gesso falls back in the other end. Right-siders Popoff moving it ahead to Lord. Lord with a long shot in on goal. Babick the save, and he elects to freeze it right there. With 1:38 to go in the third. So it looks like Carolina is going to find the win column here tonight.
At least it was on their home ice. So.
Yeah, unless something really radically swings the way of the PD IceCats here. Well, now they're going to take them out with an offensive zone draw here. And will they get a timeout? Nope, they're not going to call the timeout. All right, let's see here. Face off to the left of the Thunderbirds net. Carolina does win it back as they go into the corner after it. Marcinkiewicz knocked down to the wall. There's going to be a penalty. So it's going to be a 6-on-4 power play here. Patrick Marcinkiewicz was pulled down.
Yeah, reaching foul there in the corner. You know, again, Hanley's going to go to the sin bin. If you're somebody who's just understanding the game, Hanley, instead of reaching for the puck there, just keep your feet moving and then tie the guy up and put him in the boards.
Yep.
Don't need to reach in there.
Generally, hooking, holding, anything like that, Scott, is because you're not moving your feet.
Now, the disadvantage here is the Thunderbirds can ice the puck.
Right, they can take shots at the empty net.
But we have an extra guy.
Right, here's Patrick Marcinkiewicz, right side, getting it back at the dot, feeding it up top, Razilov. Over to the far side, Wilson, left wing corner, turned over though, Schnapp will send it down the ice well wide. But Razilov's got to go back after it. There's no icing here. And so Patrick Marcinkiewicz is going to skate it ahead. Onto the right side, pass ahead, too far for Houston Wilson. But Marcinkiewicz comes back with it, gets it in over the line left side. Dominic still send it around the rim. Wilson waiting on the right side of the hash marks. Looking cross ice, feeds it over. And a late shot. Oh boy, the chance in front. Puck still loose. They jam away. They score! PD manages a power play goal with the net empty and the extra attacker. 49.3 seconds to go, and it's a 4-3 hockey game.
Zero clue who scored that. I think it may
Houston
have been
Wilson.
But, really nice 6-on-4 by us, and I thought he's going to cover the puck, but it must have scored it loose there. Wilson doing a nice job and putting it in, and now you got to call your timeout, right?
Yeah, you would think. 19-10, time of the goal.
I see Coach has the clipboard out.
Well, stranger things have happened. And they are going to call the timeout. So Houston Wilson with a power play goal here. They convert on the Chick-fil-A power play, which, that's why you got to play the whole 60 minutes, Scott. And the weird thing is, again, kind of the mood hanging over this game has been just one of unease for the Thunderbirds.
It absolutely has been. So here's the big thing. 25 seconds at the puck's in your defending zone, you can take time for a rush, set up, and shoot. You got 49 seconds here, right?
Yes.
49 seconds here, so got to win the draw. I'm sure Gonzalez will be at the top of the circles and ready to vacate as soon as possible and then get in the zone. You got a little time to set up, but shoot the puck.
Boy, how big is that goal to turn over to White in the slot?
Yeah, it's unfortunate that had to happen. But first of all, you learn from your mistakes, number one. But second of all, you still got a chance here, Petey, and it's all going to come down to basically win the draw here.
And Gonzalez is almost to the top of the circles. He is ready to go. And you would imagine Miguel Diaz says, have both skates over the boards, and the lines are like, no, come on. Gotta get your feet back on the other side of the dasher. But they also have to win this draw.
Got to win the draw.
And so the face-off will be taken by Chance Adrian. He's taking all the big draws here down the stretch. He's in there against Salak. Or do you try to fire it down the ice? Well, he tries to win it back.
Get control of it.
And Carolina will Twin City will just ease it on back. So now, as you mentioned, here comes PD with about 40 seconds to go. Jesso wheeling it up the ice. He'll fire it in. Around the glass it goes. It kind of dies behind the net. Around the rim by Carter. Off the shin pads of Lord. Puck stays in. Net is empty again at 6-on-5. But the Thunderbirds ship it out to center. A chance at the empty net coming up for Salak. And he scores. Jan Salak will put it away with 20.9 seconds to go. An empty netter. And it's 5-3.
Yeah, you really can't fault. PD did a nice job. He dumped it in deep. Lord had it along the boards here. We couldn't get in control of it here, and coughed it up. And of course, you give the Thunderbirds an opportunity, or any team an opportunity to walk in and hit the empty net. They're going to hit it. So, we got outshot 40-28.
Yeah, it's been a tough one here for PD this evening. Although they did a much better job, get a lot more shots in this third period, but those penalties just handicapped them. They flip back the other way. We're back to 5-on-5 now. Pickford back into his own end after it. Prexler tried to move it ahead, could not. Up through center, puck is pushed on by Zajac. LaBelle after it, and that'll do it. Game's over. Tough loss here tonight for PD. 5-3 the final. Thunderbirds put it away with a late empty netter. Nice, Scott. They fought valiantly. They just didn't have enough to overcome the Thunderbirds here tonight at home.
No, we got to play the whole 60 minutes of hockey. I mean, the second period was all Carolina. We were lucky to be in the game this far, and the thing that hurts is, hey, we could say we're a young team, we're an expansion team. BS. We're an expansion team, but we're a team with a lot of veterans, and guys got to show up and play 60 minutes. I know they got the talent. I know Coach Gary will probably have a couple of things to say to him. We'll come back out. Tomorrow will be another day, because I don't see PD struggling for more than one game.
The good news is you get to go right back at it again tomorrow.
You do. And now tomorrow, tonight's crowd was pretty light here. Tomorrow they'll have double the crowd. They'll probably be close to, a few hundred short of a sellout. So it will be quite the game here. And so you got to take the crowd out early. I mean, you got to send a statement. You really got to go out and
absolutely.
You got to be the man. And tonight, Carolina was the man.
There you go. All right. Well, Scott, we'll talk to you tomorrow night. Thanks for stopping by.
Always a pleasure to have me, Tom.
Yeah, if we lose tomorrow night, you're banned.
Yeah, that's true. I'm 0 for 1 on that.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe the color guy was the problem. The guy doing the play-by, or the color was.
You were the most colorful color guy, though.
Yeah.
I will give you that. So.
You know what? I know is the best on either team's broadcast, because they don't have anybody. So.
There you go. All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Scott. All right, that is Scott Brand joining us up here in the booth for the game tonight. So we're going to push on into post-game show mode, brought to you by Gorget Distilling. Stay tuned. We'll come back, take a final look at the out-of-town scoreboard. We will wrap up that scoring for you. And we've also got 3 stars of the game coming your way as well, which is brought to you by Mirage Promotional. 5-3 your final. IceCats lose tonight to the Thunderbirds, and we'll tell you all about it when we come back. This is PD IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Margarita's Mexican Restaurant, where every dish is a celebration of taste. Tomlinson Sales. Get your PD IceCat apparel here. 7 locations to serve you. Something to Remember Wedding Productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told. And the official video graphic designer for the PD IceCats.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes, bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
For more than 85 years, Tomlinson Sales Company has proudly served customers across South and North Carolina. As a proud partner and the official outlet store of your PD IceCats, stop by to check out exclusive IceCats merchandise, plus an ever-changing inventory that makes Tomlinson a must-stop destination. Visit them at 1309 East Palmetto Street in Florence and discover the PD's hometown store. Tomlinson Sales Company, where great service, trusted brands, and community pride come together. That's Tomlinson Sales Company, 85 years strong and still serving the Carolinas.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings, we've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories, it deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
IceCat fans, join us Thanksgiving weekend as the IceCats take on the Blue Ridge Bobcats Wednesday, November 26th, followed by a weekend series with the Columbus River Dragons November 28th and 29th. Get your tickets today at pdprohockey.com.
And we are back here in post-game show mode. Welcome back as we take a look back at this one. A 5-3 loss tonight, Thunderbirds over the PD IceCats. Post-game show brought to you by Gorget Distilling. We're going to go over the scoring here in just a moment, but first your 3 stars brought to you by Mirage Promotional. And the 3 stars turns out to be a Carolina sweep here tonight. Your 3rd star, John Butita. Your 2nd star, Gus Ford. And 1st star with a hat trick tonight, deservedly so, for Zach White. So, boy, that was a tough one for PD this evening. However, they're right back at it again tomorrow night at 6:05. And so as we go through the scoring from this one, we take a look back. There was actually no scoring in the first period of this game. But each team scored twice in the second, and White had both of those goals for Twin City in the second at 3:57 and then 5:05 as he ends up putting his team ahead 2-0. But then back would come PD, a shorthanded goal for Nick McGill-Diaz, his first of the season from Gullo and Jurgenite at 6:37. Made it a 2-1 game. Then late in the period, a great drive down the right side by Eli Rivers as he eludes the poke check of Boris Babik. Gullo and Adrian, the assist at 18:57. It's tied at 2 after 2, and that was a fortunate place for PD to be. They really did have a nice chance to get maybe 2-3 points out of this game, but it was not to be. Coming out into the third, it was John Butita who picked off a pass and scored his 3rd of the season at 5:56. That made it 3-2, and it was a lead Twin City would not relinquish. They stretched that lead to 4-2 on White's hat-trick goal. He also took advantage of a turnover in the slot to score his 8th of the season at 17-14. But a late power play goal by Houston Wilson gave PD some life. Dominic Marcinkiewicz and Adrian picking up the assists on that goal at 19-10. But then with Gonzalez out once again for the extra attacker, and that was an extra attacker power play goal, by the way, 6-on-4 for Wilson. Jan Salak scores into the empty net, his 4th at 19:39, and that shuts the door on the IceCats. 5-3, your final. Thunderbirds win it tonight. Shots by period for PD, 9 in the first, 7 in the second, 12 in the third for 28, 14, 15, and 12 for the Thunderbirds, 41 in the game. Power plays, IceCats go 1 for 2, and the Thunderbirds 0 for 5 with the man advantage in the contest. We'll take a break. When we come back here in the Gorget Distilling post-game show, we'll take a final look back at the out-of-town scoreboard. Stay tuned. That's coming your way in just a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
At the Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, we strive to help our clients in whatever situation they are facing. Whether you need help with criminal law, personal injury, or family law, our hard-working team will assist you throughout the process with compassion and integrity. Our goal is to always provide our clients with outstanding representation and advocacy throughout their case. The Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings, the flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
In today's world, first impressions matter. Step into a realm of sophistication at Butler's Fine Men's Clothing. From timeless tuxedos and elegant suits to refined sportswear, Butler's offers a collection that defines class and confidence. Embrace the tradition, experience the luxury, and stand out with style. Butler's Fine Men's Clothing, where every stitch speaks volumes.
In Hawaiian culture, food is more than just a meal.
Sandwich. It's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, you have those three things together, and it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Real guests paid for their testimonial.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we are back here on the Gorget Distilling Company post-game show, the official distillery of your PD IceCats. Powers Property is also the official housing partner of the IceCats. McLeod Fitness Center, the official workout facility. MUSC is the official medical provider. And Propel Water is the official water of your PD IceCats. So tonight a tough one, 5-3. The Thunderbirds take down the IceCats, and we're back at it again tomorrow, 6:05. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here and see how things went around the FPHL. As Binghamton doubles up Danbury tonight, 6-3 the final in that one. 4-1 Prowlers over Blue Ridge. And Watertown, 4-3 winners over Indiana tonight. 5-2 Columbus tops Biloxi. And then 2-0 Athens leading Monroe. That game is midway through the third period. Also, you've got Topeka with a 3-2 lead over Baton Rouge. That one also about midway through the third period. In the National Hockey League, there is one game going on right now and one game that's going to start in about 7 minutes' time or so. The one going on right now, the Carolina Hurricanes have a 4-3 lead over the Winnipeg Jets. And for the Hurricanes in this one, Svechnikov, Jarvis, Stahl, and Velarde with the goal. Velarde. Jordan Stahl has another one. And actually, this is kind of a neat little note. I believe I read this earlier, is that Jordan Stahl has become the second player in Whalers/Hurricanes history to score an opening goal in a game twice within the first 20 seconds in the course of their career. So that's kind of a neat little thing for Jordan Stahl as he kicked that scoring off early on in the game. So that's a neat little nugget for him, but he's got two in the game. Bruins at Kings, they'll drop the puck at 10:30. Sabres finish off the Blackhawks tonight 9-3. How about that offensive outburst from the Buffalo Sabres? That is absolutely crazy for this team. And, boy, the Sabres have been struggling, but Josh Doan had a couple in that game, and they beat the Blackhawks pretty good. And 9 goals on 30 shots, by the way. It's not like they had a 50-shot night. Wild blank the Penguins 5-0 here this evening. And that wraps up our scoring and the out-of-town scoreboard here for you. The NHL light night tonight. They'll be back at it again with 12 games in the NHL tomorrow. Of course, we always have a full slate on a Saturday night in the FPHL as well. So as we are looking to get around to wrapping things up here, taking a look ahead, well, we're back at it tomorrow at 6:05. And really, I think some of the things that if you're an IceCats fan that you talk about wanting to see cleaned up and maybe just done a little bit better, I think the forecheck urgency for this PD team is something we're going to talk about, and we're going to spend some time on and really try to see them get into the offensive zone, get on the attack, make some things happen. And we didn't see as much of that. They really have tried to carry pucks in more often than not. And I think Carolina was prepared for that. They saw that coming, and they were able to take pucks away at the line. They really did a nice job of making sure that, PD oftentimes did not enter the zone with possession. They kept their defense pushed up at the blue line. They did a nice job of standing them up at the stripe, and that made life a little difficult for PD. Now, later on in the third period, especially some of the veteran players like Gesso started to dump pucks in. And when that happened and they were able to get in with speed and use their speed to their advantage, which this is a very fast PD hockey team. If they can continue to use that speed on the forecheck to their advantage, they're going to come up with a lot of pucks. And it's going to generate a lot of scoring opportunities. So I would love to see them be able to do that. I think, again, Boris Bavick looked uncomfortable in the net tonight and would have liked to have seen them press that advantage a little more. So that's a difficult one as well for this team. But, it's a long season. There's a lot of ups and downs here. And as I say, the Twin City Thunderbirds are trying to find their way back to the mid-pack. They've had a rough start to the year. Now they've won 4 of their first 11 games, and they're trying to find their footing. Defensively, they haven't been good. They've allowed a lot of goals. They haven't had a lot of success with that. Even tonight, they still give up 3. But in this league, you've got to get to 4, sometimes 5. And with a 5-3 final tonight, the one into the empty net, that's kind of indicative of what it takes to win a lot of times in the FPHL. So that's what the IceCats find themselves up against here. So after tomorrow's game, that 6:05 game, PD will return home, and then 3 straight home games coming up, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday this week of American Thanksgiving. Wednesday, November 26th, is the Friendsgiving game. Now, IceCats season ticket holders can get 2 tickets to bring friends or family who have never been to a game. If you did not already receive your link, you should have already received your link to claim your tickets. But if you didn't, please email us, tickets@pdprohockey.com. That's tickets@pdprohockey.com so you don't miss out on that chance to bring a couple of folks to the game. Wednesday night is also West Florence night. Each $18 ticket purchased sees $5 go back to the West Florence football program. Now, the deadline for ticket purchase is Tuesday at 5 p.m., so you got to get on the stick for that one. But you'll find the link in the bio of all of our social media, the Linktree link. Go ahead and click that. You will find the link to buy the West Florence night tickets. And again, $5 goes back to the West Florence football program. And I want to remind everybody, Saturday night against Columbus is Powers Property Night. All residents of Powers Properties can get a buy one, get one free ticket deal. Again, you can email us at tickets@pdprohockey.com, or you can go to that link tree in our social media bios. Go ahead and click on that, and you can get a buy one, get one as a resident of Powers Properties, which is a pretty nice deal unto itself. So, all right, well, as we set to wrap things up here, hey, tomorrow's another game. Sure, a disappointing loss here for PD tonight, but they get right back at it, get back in the saddle tomorrow. And improve upon the performance here tonight. Hopefully they'll be able to draw a few more power plays because special teams looked really good, looked in favor of PD, and credit the Thunderbirds, they weren't in the box nearly as much. And when you're shorthanded 5 times, even though you score a shorthanded goal, it can be tough to just pull those wins out of nowhere. So, all right, my thanks to executive producer Aiden Mulholland. Of course, my thanks to Scott Brand. How about that? Dropping in tonight, the GM of your PD IceCats, sitting in with me here this evening, and absolutely love talking hockey with Scott. And, his tongue-in-cheek analysis, he's been around the game for a long time in a lot of capacities, so that's a lot of hockey knowledge coming at you in that one. All right, 6:05 p.m. Eastern Time on the Puck Drop tomorrow, 5:50 on the pregame show on Cumulus Media and on YouTube. This is Tom Callahan saying thanks for joining us, and good night.